Hello, everybody, and welcome to Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. As you can see, there's just one fella on your screen right now. The other fella is having some technical difficulties. He cannot get his camera to work on any of his devices, so he's going to continue to troubleshoot, and when he's able to get it to work, he will join us. So the fella I'm talking about is the one, the only world-renowned garden guy, Bill. So please make sure you guys are subscribed to him. The link to his YouTube channel is down below, along with his Instagram. So, like I said, he's working on it. He's trying to troubleshoot. We've been actually back here in the studio for about a half an hour working on things. I'll tell you, man, I go live and then you work magic. I don't. Did you get it?
I like to keep you on your toes.
Yes, you do. Up there performing magic. He was like, you know what? Jason was having a good day with no stress, so now I'm gonna up his stress level a moment. So
after the show, I need to tell you what I had to do in order for this to happen.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this Monday night. Happy Earth Day. Hopefully everybody had a great day. Hopefully everybody celebrated it, however you do so. We hope you had a great weekend, and we hope you are here to score some really good vintage that myself and Bill worked really hard to curate. So I think we have a lot of unique things in store for you guys tonight. So without the technical difficulties, how are you doing, Mr. Bill? Is everything good?
Yeah, everything's good. It's the end of the semester, so there's going to be a lot of grading in the next week or two.
Gotcha. I don't know if we're used to seeing you on screen without your glasses. You don't look like the Bill that we... You didn't lose your glasses now, did you?
You act like a bumbling old fool.
Oh my God. Now everything feels right with the world. So, gang, as we go live tonight, our official mod and bid ender is the one, the only, Karen G. As always, Karen, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. And our backup mod and bid ender is the one, the only, Kim, also known as Desert Gal. So thank you, ladies, so much. And as I always say, we could not do these sales without you guys. So you're a very vital part of all this. And I don't think we could ever show you how grateful we are for your help. So thank you so much. So, all right, let's jump into it. We're going to start saying hello to some folks, and then Bill's going to explain to you how the sale is going to work. Then we'll tell you any other caveats, any other unique things that we need to let you guys know about. So hello, Terry. It's so good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Good Monday evening to you. Followed by our friend Bug. How are you? Mediocre Arts and Crafts. Please give our friend Bug a follow. She has a really fun channel here, and I'm sure she would appreciate all the subscriptions. So if you are not subscribed to her, please do. Of course, it's the same avatar and same name as I have highlighted. So Bug, it's always so good to see you, and welcome in. There's our friend Willie in the house, also known as William. It is so good to see you, sir. Hopefully you are doing well. And let me tell you, the email you sent Tina was hysterical. He received his little toilet water in the mail, which he had purchased. Good times, Willie, good times. So there's our other friend, Karen G., our official mod and bid ender. How are you? So good to see you, Karen. Guys, please familiarize yourself with that avatar. She will be the one ending all of the bids, and you'll have to learn her lag. There's our backup mod and bid ender, the one, the only, Kim. Kim, please put your links in. She is also a reseller. She sells over on Vamp. She also has her own eBay shop, and she'll be the one backing Karen up and assisting in the chat with all sorts of different information. So as always, Kim, thank you very much. I'm snapping. It's my man. It is Gavin. It is the one, the only, Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. He will be your YouTube DJ, gang. So make sure you follow him. You can cancel your Pandora, your Sirius XM, all that stuff. He's your one-stop shop right here on the tubes. He plays music. He plays it on a turntable. It's vinyl, of course. And he also spotlights other YouTubers. So it comes full circle. So if you are not subscribed by chance, we're trying to get him up to 1,500 subscribers. Please consider giving Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings a follow. You will not be sorry. How are you, Lisa? It's so good to see you. How is everybody? Followed by Tumbleweed. Good to see you, friend. My mother, Linda, is in the chat. Hello, Mom. I love you. It is so good to see you. How are you, Dawn? Hello, everybody. And thank you all for the nice, kind words. It was a little bit since I had put out a video. So the few of you that have watched it, thank you guys so very much. And thank you for the positive reinforcements and the positive comments. There's our friend Tracy, Artsy Fartsy. So good to see you. followed by the one, the only Karen Kennedy. How are you, Karen? Hopefully you are doing well. Let's see who else is here with us. All the way from the Garden State, the one, the only Steel Whisper. So good to see you, Steel. Hopefully you're doing well. Who else is in here with us tonight? There is our vintage sister, the one, the only, Anamar Amy. Please make sure you give her a follow. She has a YouTube channel, and she drops content every single Sunday around 5 p.m. Eastern. So please make sure you give her a follow. And of course, she is the other half of Fantastic Finds. So let's see who else is in here with us tonight. Just scrolling down. How are you, Dusty Moose? Good to see you, friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Who else is in? Oh, there's Deborah Williams. Good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. How are you, Chris? Our friend from Colorado, also known as my broom closet. I hope you're doing well, friend. Again, often think about you. How are you, Cindy Lou? It's good to see you, Cindy Lou. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. You're here to have some fun with us tonight. Hopefully you maybe saw something in our previews that you had your eye on. How are you, Elaine? So good to see you. How are you? It's so good to see you here tonight. Who else is down here with us? I see a couple duplicate names. There she is, the one, the only Debbie Gutierrez. How are you, Debbie? It's so good to see you. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Earth Day, like I had said just a few moments ago. How are you, Buttermilk and Cream? It is so good to see you here tonight. How are you? See who else is down here in the chat with us. A bunch of our friends, Bill, are popping in. It's so good to see everybody. There is Tina, other part of Mother Tucker's. It feels like forever since I've seen you. There's our friend John. So good to see you, sir. Happy Monday. Hopefully you're doing well. Who else is here with us tonight? Scrolling on down. I'll try to pick up the tempo. How are you, Nikki? It is so good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Who else is in here with us? I see Janine. I see Cynthia. How are you, Cynthia? It is so good to see you guys. Welcome in. Happy Monday. There is Jameen. Good to see you, friend. How are you? Welcome back, everybody. There is our friend Noel. It is so good to see you, checking in from the Empire State, New York, New York. It's good to see you, Noel. There is our friend Dawn. How are you, Dawn? It is so good to see you, friend. Hopefully you had a great weekend. And I think we are back down here. We'll highlight again with Noel, and we are back down here to the bottom. So, guys, again, if you are not subscribed to either one of us, please do so. We did post those links down below, especially if you're watching this on the replay. We know a lot of folks do watch our sales during the replay. So, again, we just ask you to please support our small businesses and just give us follows here, subscriptions here. They're free on YouTube, or give us a follow over on Instagram. And, guys, please make sure you hit those notification bells. They do sometimes want to work properly when YouTube wants them to, and they will notify you. They don't work, I know. But hopefully one time they will work properly and you will get notified when we go live. So, Bill, do you feel like you got everything set up? You feeling pretty good, not flying by the seat of your pants?
That just reminded me about the way my day started off. I had to go into the city to go to work today, and I had to do street parking. And we use these applications on our phone. Mm-hmm. You can only do 2 hours at a time, and I was there for longer for 2 hours. So I set a notification for 10 minutes before it expired to let me know. It never let me know. 3 hours later, I'm like, oh my God, I need to put more money on the meter. And you were with me when I got a meter ticket once.
Yes, I was. You didn't get a meter ticket today, did you?
Not that I know of. They might come through the mail. Who knows? All right. We're here for the sale, everyone. I know that. So I'm going to do this quickly because I know a lot of you know the drill. Be in live messages, live chat, all messages. If you see that you're in top messages, because we do everything in the chat, you may not see everything. So you want to make sure that you're in live chat, all messages on your device. That is the best version of the chat to be in. You also want to have to take account for the potential lag that you might be experiencing, because it happens with StreamYard, YouTube, and the internet connection. So there are a couple different things you're going to do. And Jason, it just occurred to me, I'm going to write these up and we're going to put them in the description for the future. So I can just point down to the description in case you need to do this. So number one, you can log out of YouTube, come back in, click on the sale, make sure that red dot is all the way over to the right, and you should be caught up. Number two, you can go to your settings icon, which is a little gear, and you can choose playback speed and set it to 2 times. If you do that, it will catch you up every time you start lagging behind. So those are 2 great ways to beat the lag, and that's particularly important if you want to if you want to engage in the chat today, or if you want to bid on something. Speaking of the chat, we use it for lots of different purposes, including you asking us questions. We're happy to answer questions about the items that we are showing. It's a great opportunity for you to clarify any issues with the items, any history of the items. So while we're showing an item is the time to ask questions. If you put it in all caps, we're more likely to see it, but one of our lovely moderators or one of our frequent flyers, because pretty much every here is a frequent flyer, will let us know that there's a question. We're happy to answer that. So we have 15 rounds of, I think they're all offer ups tonight. That's fine. And what we will do is we'll show you an item. We'll say what the start price is, and Jason will pin it where our names are. While we're describing the item, while we are telling you any history we know about it, maybe you know some history about it, you can pop that in the chat. And we're telling you any condition issues that you need to know about, because remember, we are selling vintage and antique, pre-loved, pre-owned items that have had lives. So after we see a few bids, we will start a countdown, and we will do 20-second countdowns. At the end of that countdown, we will say bid end. And at that point, our official bid ender, Karen Gillette, will type the words bid end in. And it's as simple as that. The person with the highest bid before that bid end has claimed the item. We do like to remind you that a claim is a promise to pay. And if you really want an item, we got you hooked up. We got a little option for you in case you really are here to claim something. It's called just in case. Just in case bid is the maximum amount that you would be willing to bid on an item should you really want to maximize your opportunity to get it. If you have the highest just in case, meaning you told us what your maximum amount is by typing the letters JIC with that max dollar amount, if you have the highest just in case before the bid end, we're going to bid you up $1 over the next highest bid or the next highest just in case. Just two quick things about the just in case. We ask that you be an active bidder. That means you've put at least one actual bid in on the item, and that it only be used during the countdown. If we see a just in case come in before the end of the countdown, we will not be able to recognize it, and we hope you would put it back in during the countdown. And that's the just in case. If it sounds confusing to you, feel free to ask one of the mods. They're happy to answer. Karen Gillette has a nice little written description of it. And she probably just put it in already. Yeah, she just did. And you'll probably see it in action at some point over the course of the evening. If you have any, we had a couple new people last week and they had questions about how the sale works. We're willing to just stop it and review again. Just let us know, not a problem. So if you are a successful claimant tonight, we need some information from you because Jason and I both invoice using PayPal. The thing with PayPal is you do not need to be a PayPal account holder in order to pay using PayPal. We are going to email you a link, and regardless of whether or not you have a PayPal account or not, you can click on that link and it will take you to a page where you can log in to your PayPal or you can check out as a guest. Also, if Venmo is your preferred form of payment, you can use Venmo with the PayPal link that we send you. Venmo is an acceptable form of payment through PayPal. So PayPal is important to sellers like us because it provides both buyer and seller protections. We do like to remind you, though, please have your most current mailing address in PayPal because we cannot change your mailing address because it voids our protections. So just keep that in mind. Keep your PayPal mailing address updated. If you do claim something, we need these 4 pieces of information from you in order to generate an invoice. We need your YouTube screen name, your real name, your shipping address, and your PayPal email address. With those 4 things, we will be able to send you an invoice, and we would appreciate payment within 24 to 48 hours after being invoiced. So that's the rules, everyone. Nice and simple. If you have any questions, let us know. I'm Bill, Garden Guy Bill. I ship from Northern New Jersey. I was teaching all day today, so I just feel like I've been talking and talking. Ship from Northern New Jersey. I ship to the US and Canada only. And again, we both will be using, in addition to PayPal, another service called Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is an online shipping service which allows folks like Jason and I to get deep discounts on shipping through United Postal Service or United States Postal Service or UPS. And that's it for me.
All right. Did you say you're shipping from New Jersey? Did I miss that? Did I black out? Okay. I must have blacked out. Oh, we're going to...
You have those moments, right?
Oh, I call them a middle-aged minute. That's what they're now called, a middle-aged minute. Yeah, so...
I think it was just pepperoncinis.
None today. None today. I ship from Pennsylvania. Bill covered everything else. PayPal, pirate ship. I offer free pickup because I have a brick and mortar here in central Pennsylvania. It's called Mother Tucker's Antiques. So if you guys do not want to pay shipping and you want to pick it up at the shop, all you have to do is communicate that via an email. We will merely invoice you for the item. Once it's paid, then we'll communicate via the emails on when and how you want to pick it up at the shop. I will be doing all my invoicing on Saturday. So I do have a sale on Wednesday with the Nammer Amy called Fantastic Finds. So if you purchase from me tonight and during that sale, I will be able to combine everything. As long as I can get it safely into one box, I will. And then I'll invoice you just one invoice with everything. If you guys ever want to close out that box, all you have to do is email me. You never have to keep it open. And then, of course, I will always package it and try to get it shipped within 24 hours after you pay for the item. So I think that's pretty much it. There were a few friends that did jump in. Let's say hello to everybody, and then we're going to get the sale started. Again, if you guys are just joining us, the two fellas on your screen is I'm Jason from Mother Tucker's Antiques, along with Bill, Garden Guy Bill. We both have YouTube channels. Those links are down below. Please make sure you're subscribed to both channels. Please make sure you're following us both over on Instagram. We'd love to grow those accounts a little bit more. So we're going to say hello because our friend Patty Rose just hopped in. How are you, Patty Rose? Hopefully you are doing good. We have a new name with us tonight, being Marty. It is so good to see you. He lives in Western Pennsylvania, about 30 minutes from Erie. It's good to see you, sir. Welcome. And he emailed us his information. So thank you so much. How are you, Kathy? It's so good to see you. It's been like forever. I hope you are doing well. It's so good to see you. How are you, Susan? Hopefully you are doing well. And I think those were the newbies that had popped in while Bill was going over how, oh no, wait a second. We're spanning the globe. We have Weirna here with us tonight. How are you? It's so good to see you. I almost forgot Mary. How are you, Mary? It's so good to see you. How are you, Brad? Hopefully you're doing well. It's good to see you, friend. A bunch of our friends are here with us tonight. So again, guys, like Bill said, we have 15 rounds of vintage lined up for you guys. We worked hard to curate a look for you guys. Little did I know on Earth Day that I was going toward the garden theme. It just all kind of happened with one picture. There's Wanda. I knew I needed to wait an extra second. And then there's Elizabeth. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well, ladies. Hello, everybody. So we think you're here for the vintage. So let's get this started. We're going to do something different. Bill's going to go first.
I also saw Nato come in, and I saw Dawn come in, and there is Elizabeth. Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
I know the burning question on all of your minds tonight is Bill going to bring any framed floral art tonight? I know you're all thinking that because I never do. Well, I'm going to, Jason, and it's $12 for choice, but you've never seen anything like this from me before. Because I have these little mini ones, which I am in love with. They are these hand-painted, little framed floral, beautiful masterpieces in this gorgeous metal frame. Whatever type of metal it is, I don't know. But they have these little kickstands on the back so that they sit nicely on a surface. So the first one I have is this round one with this gorgeous little bouquet in it. And it's tiny, everybody. It's like a mini. I love it. It is it is 3 inches across and 3 inches from up and down. As you can see, there's these gorgeous like laurel leaves that go around the edge and then a little bow at the bottom, and no damage at all. It's in fantastic condition. And it's sort of one of the two things that inspired everything I'm bringing tonight, because I think it's super, super beautiful. And it's mini. And if the round one isn't to your liking, hold your horses, everyone. If you like deco, look at that.
This is
look
good.
At that frame.
This is fun.
Yeah, it's like 3.5. This one's a little bit taller, 3.5 inches tall. It's got quite a bit more floral in it. This one's actually signed, and it does have the little kickstand. The only information I know about them is that the word the word Dahlia, Dalia, is stamped into the metal up at the top. I was not able to find anything about that manufacturer, if it is indeed a manufacturer, but all of the little bits are intact. Nothing is broken. It's just in super, super great condition. Let me show them side by side. I love these the minute I saw them. I thought they were super cool, both because they're floral and these frames are amazing. Amazing. So thank you for the bids, everyone. I am going to start a countdown. So if you want to bid, now is the time to get it in. And if you are an active bidder and you'd like to use it just in case, feel free. Just remember that this is for choice. You're bidding on choice for one at your bid or both for double your bid. Thank you, Kim. Kim is going to be our bid ender for this round. So I'm going to start that countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Don't you just love these little tiny treasures? I think
this is the kind of thing that makes me keep going out and looking for things. Because when you have those days where you're like, oh, there's a lot of nice stuff here, but I've seen it 100 times. And then, I'm sure people have seen these before. I haven't. So they're new to me. And it was such a joy to find them. Okay, so it looks like Karen G had a just in case of 21. Lisa's just in case came in after the bid end, but Patty had a just in case of 27. So at your bid of 22, Patty, would you like the round one or the deco one? Or both, of course. And then Karen is back up, and then Lisa.
She wants the deco one.
Deco one. So I have the round one if you're interested, Karen. And if you would like to pass, then it goes to Lisa. Then it goes to Ravona. So if anyone would like the round one, Karen is next, and she will take it. Thank you both, ladies. I appreciate it.
All right. Congratulations. All right. My first item this evening is going to start out at just $10. I haven't brought shakers for a hot minute, and I found these little cuties. I want to just note two things. Number one, they are Fitz and Floyd. And I believe there's a little manufacturer's defect on one of the ears, or it's a little teeny tiny chip. So if you guys can see right there at my fingertip, there's a little tiny dimple on his ear. I rub my finger over it. I can feel it, but I am not confident enough to tell you that it is glazed or if it is or it isn't glazed. But with that aside, I have these cute little chubby little mice. They kind of fit my little garden kind of theme tonight. I have the one that's playing peekaboo in front of, I think that's an onion or maybe garlic. I don't know. But I think these are 1970s Fitz and Floyd. You can see where they are stamped on the bottom. Other than that little teeny tiny nip or manufacturing defect on his ear, they are in very good condition. So he's getting washed out a little bit if my camera wants to focus. The mice are like a light gray. So the mice are a light gray. And then you can see this is like a light yellow. And then, the sides are like a brown. And each one of these measures about 2.5 by 2.5. So they are salt and pepper shakers. So there he is. And you have this little guy. He's got corn. He's just so proud. He's like, ta-da! I have my corn, and he has his little 3 holes, and then there's the back. There's no major issues except that little spot. Fitz and Floyd always does a great job, I think, with such a high glaze. Let me kick my light down a little bit. I feel like things are getting blown out. There we go. Now you can see that he is gray. He's not a white mouse. He's gray. They both have their stoppers. They are both marked Fitz and Floyd. He, again, measures about 2.5 by 2.5. I just think these little guys are so fun. Hello, everybody. Welcome in, Nate. It's so good to see you. And again, these are going to look good. These would be great to use for picnics this summer. 4th of July and, Memorial Day is not too far away. Look, this little guy is just so bashful. I don't know if they were playing peekaboo, out in the garden or what they were doing. You can see that they did give them the pink little ear. So they both have little pink details on the inside of their ear. And these are just cute little nuggets. I just think they're adorable. Let me see if I can sit them on the board so you guys can get a better look at them. Again, they're just $10 if anybody's interested. I have never seen these before. And, with us being salt and pepper collectors, I think that I can say I've seen a few of them. So Again, I think he's standing in front of an onion, and this little guy's just hanging out with his ear of corn. And the corn is yellow, and the inside of the onions are just a little bit of yellow. Hello, everybody. It's so good to see you. Hi, Tippy Winks. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. And again, these are made by Fitz and Floyd, and I believe that they're probably 1970s or 1980s. Fitz and Floyd. Just cute little chubby mice. He's been eating a lot of corn. So I'm not seeing any interest, and that's okay. We'll bring them back for the recap, but they were just $10, and I'll sit them to the side, and we'll get Bill up. We'll get you going, sir.
$10, Jason.
All right.
You can just leave it up.
Leave it up.
All right. So I'm going to continue in my theme of minis. You got a bid.
All right. Hang on here. Let's switch this around here. Thank you so much, Glowy. I see your 10. Hello, Glowy. You must have popped in there, and I didn't see you. Again, guys, some folks are popping in. If we missed you, we didn't mean to. We want to say hello to as many people as possible. So we're looking for 11 or more. Glowy, if you are just joining, there is a little manufacturer defect or a little tiny nip on the back of his ear. So we're going to go ahead and do a countdown. We're looking for 11 or more. You can see the little spot right there. 11 or more. So we'll count down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. These are these are probably the most favorite shakers that I have found in a while. These are just the cutest little chubbiest guys. Dawn, I see you're 11. Thank you so much. They're just so cute. And Dawn, you got in right before that bid end. So there's our bid end. So Dawn, congratulations. The little chubby mice are coming to you. Congrats. All right, Bill.
Okay, so as I said, $10, Jason, and I'm going to do another round with a little mini something that needs to be adopted. I have this adorable little celluloid doll, which I believe has some considerable age. I'm not able to date it, but I'm going to lift up her dress for a minute just to show you all that she is marked made in Italy. So she's a little celluloid made in Italy doll. She's posable. Her legs are not wired in. They have string in them, so they're really easy to move. And then her arms go up and down. But what's really cute is she does have the blinking eyes. So when you rest her eyes close. Super cool. She has this little tuft of hair coming out from under her little bonnet, and I love the little floral print that she's wearing. Super, super cute. And this is a first for me, a little celluloid baby doll, but I saw it and it was kind of screaming garden guy to me, and I thought maybe I could help find her a home. She looked a little forlorn in the drawer she was at when I was rummaging somewhere. So I thought she's really cool. She is, as I said, she's mini. She's only 4 inches tall, but super, super cute.
I love the flowers on her little dress or her little attire.
Yeah, that's what got me. Cute little dress, in good condition, no stains. She's just, and she sits too. And they painted her shoes on. Yep. So her feet are painted. So Jason's nodding his head like he's seen these 1,000 times before. This is a first for me.
No, I just know that most of them have some kind of, booties that are painted on, usually, that era.
If only we all could we'd save a lot of money if we just painted our feet.
Could you imagine how it would smell, though? Because you wouldn't want to wash it too much to clean that off.
You don't wash your feet, Jason?
No. I'm saying that you were saying that how great would it be? Never mind.
All right, we have a bid, so I'm going to start a countdown because that's my thing lately.
And I do
one bid. We're going to start a countdown. If anyone else is interested, we're looking for 11 or more for this lovely little lady. And I'm going to put some black behind her so that you don't have to look at me. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I love her eyes, how they close. It's so cute.
Well, they're all coming in now.
Okay, so there is the bid end. Thank you all for your bids. And it looks like Debbie Gutierrez. I'm not going to try the role. I speak French, not Spanish. So um, it is yours. She is yours. She is yours for 15. Thank you so much.
Bill, I think you could have managed that role if you really wanted to.
I can't. Like,
I think
my
you
mouth
could.
was trained differently. That sounds really bad.
Alrighty, guys, $8 choice, $8 choice, and I have some vintage tea towels. Okay, they are identical. I do believe that these are from the 1960s or maybe the early 1970s. I think that the previous owner kind of embellished them. You can see there is a little bit of string hanging down, but I think they did go ahead and crochet some sort of a border on the bottom of it. But I think these are really neat. They are identical. The only thing different is this one, and I don't want to call it a stain. It feels like there's a little manufacturing defect on this one right here, okay? I don't believe that there's a stain on there. I just think somewhere along the lines of manufacturing, it just got a little darker right there.
It looks like it's an area of thicker fabric or threads.
Yep. Yes, you're right. And these are the thicker kind of, not like full on cotton. They have almost like a little bit of a wool blend to them, I think. I don't think you can get much more spring. I don't think you can get much more garden than apple. And I love these A's for apple. If you guys ever find the Holt Howard apples, this is going to marry well with it because this one up here is identical to that. So like I said, there's no stains. We'll open them up so you guys can see. They're very vibrant. I love the colors on it. A is for apple. At least that's what I'm assuming. That's, what they're trying to tell you there. So we have Susan in at 8. Thank you so much. They are repeating in pattern. So repeating in pattern. They measure about 16 wide by roughly 28 long. So especially going into the spring and summer, I like to use these kind of colors. I just think they're really neat and vibrant. So you got I think a golden delicious. You have the big, red apple. You have the cut open apple, which really to me looks almost identical to Holt Howard. But the only thing that makes them just a little not original, they would not have come from the factory like that. There's no tag on here to tell me exactly who manufactured them. I'm just double checking. But that was the first one, and then here is your second one. So again, they are identical. I don't think they've ever been washed. I don't think there's, there's no stains. Just the one has that little bit of heavy, almost extra printing on it. So we got a bid in with Susan. Thank you so much for 8. So we're looking for 9 or more, and I have 2 of them, and it will be on choice. And again, the measurements on them are 16 by 28, 16 by 28. And then they did go ahead and add the bottom there, the little crocheted like tassel, little embellishment. So let's count them down, looking for 9 or more from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. If you guys know, linens are getting extremely hard to find, especially vintage ones, because some that were readily available a while ago now have been used and are stained and have issues, but to find them like new condition is not an easy task. So there's our bid end. Thank you, Karen G, so much. I love the borders too, Don. I think it softens them a little bit. So Susan, here's a question. Did you want them both? Just let me know, 1 or 2. And if you claim just one, the other one will come back during the recap, but you got choice. They're $8 each. Just let me know, Susan, how many you're interested in. And thank you so much. Just one. And then the one, of course. Yes, no, it wasn't a spot, but I'll make sure you have the one without the extra printing. Thank you.
Okay, so this is going to be my highest start price today. And it's for choice, Jason, at $25. And did I tell you, buddy, the other day I got a message from one of my Instagram or one of my local contacts who was like, Bill, we just got a box of pixies, ceramic pixies. So I got first dibs on this box of ceramic pixies, and of course I took them all, but there were duplicates in the box. So I'm here to share them today if anyone is interested. So I have 2 different ceramic pixies. Again, these are ones that I already own. And so I was going to share them in case anyone else wanted them. So they both, I'll just talk about the condition issue up front. Both of them have red hats in cold paint, and both of them have some cold paint loss on their red hats. Other than that, no chips, no cracks, nothing else wrong with them. So the first one is the classic pink pixie. This one also comes in yellow, sitting on this stump. And it is a bud vase. It is made in Japan, but it's a pink pixie. Yeah. But I just want to point out the cold paint loss on the hat. And then with the pink pixie, there is a little bit around the belt as well that should be red, and it's not there. But other than that, in really good condition, if you wanted to touch up that red cold paint, you could. The pink pixie doesn't come around all that often. So super, super great get if it's something that you're interested in. 5 inches tall, 3.25 inches across. And there's lots of different ways to dress this up. A lot of different things you could put in here other than a live plant. Yeah, I said it. So the second one is the only time I've ever seen it is the time I found it for myself. It's this, also made in Japan, blue pixie sitting right next to this stack of mushrooms. Big mushroom is the bud vase part. Again, no chips or cracks. And then a little mushroom on the side. Almost looks like a little Boy Scout outfit here, and then the condition issue being the red paint loss on the hat. But other than that, in super great condition, and it's a little mushroom. How cute is that?
He looks like a little Boy Scout almost.
I just said that, Jason. You don't listen to me.
No, I was now you're getting me, Bill, because I was just messaging Dawn in the chat. What I meant to say was I agree with you that he looks like a little Boy Scout. That's what I meant to say.
So yeah, he does. He looks like the little ones I have in the case. It's almost like the same.
Yeah.
Almost like the same sculpt.
Yes.
I would be happy to repeat something, Susan. I just can't remember what I said. That happens to me in class all the time. So as you can see, the little pixie with the blue outfit is a little bit shorter, 4 inches tall. So 4 inches tall, 5 inches tall, $25 start bid for choice, and we will bring them back at the recap.
Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Patty. As an only child, you learn very quickly how to adjust what you're saying. So
yes, I'll say fake plant one more time, Susan. Fake plant.
That's what I think everybody wanted to hear. So, all right, guys, $22, and I got them at a good price, so I'm going to start them at a good price. I actually have some lucite grapes, which I normally do not bring to a sale. I think it's color. Well, thank you. And I thought it fit with the garden of fruits, all these things. Hello, Shannon. Hello, everybody. All of our friends are coming in. So good to see you. So $22. They are in the olive, like the olive 1960s green color. They do have some of the plastic leaves. What I like is it is a heavily lacquered piece of wood that they used. Sometimes it's like a very dried out piece of wood. This is that's a nice piece of wood there. So there's a total of 12 lucite grapes there that you can see. They're in very good condition. They're very vibrant. They're not, all scratched up. They don't have a weird haze to them. You can see that as I even spin them around, they don't move that much. So they're going to sit very nice on your table. And especially this time of the year, you can mix in these gorgeous greens. They look very nice for your spring decor and for your summer decor. So the measurements on them they're about 8 inches long. So they measure about 8 inches that away. And then they're just about 4 inches at the widest point, which is back here on the back. And if you guys are into the glowing, you know that they have this lucite kind of glow about them, this haze that just gives them like a little bit of a weird gloss, to them. So that's how they're going to glow. They're so clean and vibrant that you guys, if you look, can actually see some of the wire in there that's holding them together. So Franny, thank you so much. I see you at 22. So we're looking for 23 or more. But these are probably one of the cleanest sets that I ever found. Didn't even have to do anything to them. And they're fun. You can hang them like this if you want to. If you wanted to, have them hang like that. But I think they look really good in your mid-century or in your spring or summer decor, just sitting like this on the table. So again, there's a total of 12 of them that are on this little cluster of grapes. A lot of these were kits that folks would put together. I believe that this probably was a kit, and the fact that it still has some of its original leaves around it, I think are really fun, and they're in very good condition. So they're not damaged or, stained either. So it's just a fun set. And in some lights, it almost has like almost like a white grape kind of look. to it. But in person, up close, it is a very olive green kind of color. Your quintessential 60s, 70s green. So Franny has the top bid. Let's go ahead and count it down. We're in at 22. We're looking for 23 or more. It's Franny in at 22. So let's count it down just in case for active bidders. So let's count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We're so happy to see you guys. Please make sure you're following Bill. Make sure you're following me. There's Deborah in at 24. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget those just in cases. Franny is in at 25. I feel like we got a really weird lag tonight, so we will make sure to count down as slow as we can. So Deborah, thank you for your 24. But Franny got in there right before that bid end with a 25. So thank you so much, Franny B. They're coming to you. Congratulations. All right, Bill.
$18, Jason. And I have some one-of-a-kind ephemera for anyone who's interested in sort of looking through somebody's past history. I have this, it's the Cliffside Park Junior High School, class of 1967. This is an autograph book from one of the students in that class, and it's almost fully filled out. It's pretty spectacular. So it starts with the Pledge of Allegiance and a picture of the junior high school. And this kid did a good job filling it out. So he wrote in all of the school history, including his name, the principal's name, his teacher's name, the date of graduation. It's pretty interesting, listing all the teachers. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because if someone does claim it, it'll be really interesting. But here's what's really cool about Gary. On the class officer list under president, do you know what it says?
Hold on, it didn't focus.
Gary himself was his class president.
Me, I was
president, and he has a list of his favorite things, like his favorite author, his favorite book, his favorite song. Super cool.
Bill, I'm dying. What's his favorite song?
His favorite song was something I think I remember not knowing what it was. It looks like Spider Weaver or something like that.
Was it Spider or is it Dreamweaver? No.
Oh, maybe it was Dreamweaver. I don't know. 1967. It looks like Spider something.
Okay. All right.
Mickey Mantle was his hero. Oh, he wants to go to law school. That's his future profession, class president. But here is list of his classmates. He wrote them all in there.
Oh my gosh.
There is young Gary.
Look at that handsome fella there. Look at him.
But look at how thick this book is. All of these autograph pages have messages from his classmates.
Tracy said you should check the 16th page because apparently that's where the sweethearts or the crushes would sign the page. I'm not
going to have time to count 16 while everyone...
Oh, come on, Bill. You can count 16. Oh, my gosh. Mr. Gary would love to let the world know who his crush or love is. Tracy, that's new to me. I never knew that. I will now be counting to the 16th page on any autograph or signature book that I ever find.
Are you ready?
Yes.
His crush or love was named Richard T.
Okay. All right. I'm here for it. It was a summer of love, Bill. It was a summer of love.
It was. But again, it's really cool. A couple of his classmates said, we know you'll be president of the United States one day.
Right.
Who knows what happened to this guy? The only thing that doesn't have anything in it is there are a few pages in the back where he could have put some of his favorite photos. That section is unused.
Gotcha.
But super, super fun. Gary's history here. The zipper does work. It's in great, great condition. The red leather, or I don't know if it's real leather, but super fun. We'll bring it back at the recap.
All right. Okay. My next item, Bill was actually with me when I found it, so I'm excited to offer it. I've never seen one of these style Annalees before, and it's just going to start at $18. So it's going to start at $18. Hello, Karen. It is so good to see you. Richard was probably Probably was a great catch. So it is this daisy, and I want to make sure I do it justice. I will say that some of the petals, you need to adjust it once you receive it, but it is this daisy. Come on, it's your time in the spotlight. It's this daisy Annalee. So I just think it's really unique. You will see here in the back, it is dated 1993. There are no stains. I will say that the white, I'm not going to say the white has issues, but the white is just a little less white than it probably was when it was originally made. So I'm thinking that's from maybe years of storage, maybe years of being out in the light. I don't necessarily say it's faded, but you guys know how felt can get if it's just left out in, like in a dusty setting or something like that. So I just think it's really neat. He's like, hello, I'm a daisy. I'm blooming. Everything's great. You can see back here on the back, it has some light green, some dark green. What I did was, I don't know if you guys saw in my preview, but I thought this was really fun. I had my little Homeco mice for tonight. I had them kind of standing underneath. So if you guys, buy this, I thought it would be fun. You could put little pixies underneath there. Thank you, Karen. I see you in for 18. You could put little miniature Annalees underneath it. But what you have to do is you have to fluff this a little bit. So when you get it and you get it sat where you want it, you just kind of fluff this up a little bit, and it does hold the shape. These darker green ones, they're a little thicker, and they have a little bit of bend to them. So you just go ahead and bend them and get them where you want them. And then there are a few that don't, so they just kind of drape down. So it just kind of has that flower kind of look to it. But as long as you go ahead and fluff those up, that's how it's going to look when you have it displayed. So I know in some essence, it kind of looks like a sun's face, but that's definitely the center of that cute little daisy flower. And it is an Annalee, and it is from 1993. It measures 9 inches tall, and about 6 inches at the widest point. So I tried to do some research on it. I didn't find anything else, like I said, that would have went down there on the bottom, but it's really fun. If you guys use this in your displays, you can go ahead, these will be coming up later. You go ahead and pop a little pixie friend underneath there. I just think that'd make a cute little centerpiece, really, really fun. So let's go ahead and count this down. Karen has it right now at 18. Thank you so much, Karen. And we'll count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I secretly love these Annalees and want to collect them, but I cannot start another collection. I think they mix in with the kitsch in the mid-century so good. Gosh, I want to collect them, and I envy the folks that can buy them and collect them. So, Karen, you're going up to Canada. Oh, Canada. Congratulations. He's coming to you. All right, Bill. Oh, you're muted, Bill.
I was going to say, and it's her avatar. It's perfect.
It is. It is.
All right. I brought some glass tonight. If anyone's interested, you may hear the microwave. I brought some beautiful Imperial glass tonight. And as you can see, it's in a yummy, yummy amethyst purple color. Look at this slag on this. How pretty is this? Jason, it's going to start at 15 if anyone's interested. I have this beautiful, sort of squat Imperial glass pedestal compote in the grape and leaf pattern, but it has just got so much. Look at the swirl on the bottom. Jason, I need you to look at this swirl.
It's good. I'm looking at it. It looks like like outer space.
The Milky Way, right? It looks like the Milky Way. It is so, so pretty. And a lot of times you get slag glass and you don't have a lot of, there is some variation, but there's not a lot. This is just, to me, this was yummy. I guess yummy is the word. I want to eat whatever this is. It looks like a dessert to me. What don't we want to eat, though? I mean, Jason, I want to eat everything except anything that came from the sea. It's in great condition, but
I'll eat some seafood. I'm just not a huge seafood. I know you're not at all. You're not at all.
It's 4 inches tall and at its widest, 5.75 inches across. Look how pretty that is.
It is. I think Imperial is top notch when it comes to slag glass. I think they are the leader.
I think when they were making it, they were like, we're doing this on purpose.
Yes.
This isn't like a trial because look at how they got the amethyst base. It's like there's no slag in it. It's just so pretty. But when you look at the bottom, you do see some.
Yeah, Amy's right. It looks like black raspberry ice cream that melted.
Yes, I knew it looked like something like the what's that? Ben and Jerry's.
Yes, or if you're eating some like blueberry cream pie, or and it's melting with your ice cream because you did a la mode. I'm sorry, it would be blueberry crumb pie. That's what I'm thinking.
Because that's the pie you had the last time we ate together.
I think it was.
I know it was.
And it was ABC delicious.
And I'll just point out, everyone, I wasn't offered a bite.
Bill, you're always offered a bite. You're always offered a bite.
Thank you all for your interest. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So we're looking for 21 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I need to have problems with my camera more often because I haven't had such good focus in a long time.
Yeah, it's working
really
pretty good there for you.
And showing you how bad my cuticles are. Sorry, I'm a gardener.
Amy wants to know what Chris is microwaving.
Hot
dogs.
Can I tell them? Kentucky Fried Chicken.
All right. Okay. All right.
And I ate the last biscuit before.
You didn't, Bill.
I did. So Shannon had a just in case of 41, but Noelle had a just in case of 135. So Noelle, this is yours for 42. Thank you, everyone, for your bids.
Bill, they say that's finger licking good. I'm just saying. So I haven't had it in a while. Our KFC, I don't like. I mean, I like KFC, but not the one that we could go to. So I'm going to follow your mid-century glass. I have some Victorian glass, and yes, it's going to start at $30. But if you guys know what I have, you'll understand the price point. So I have what I believe is a piece of Victorian glass, and I believe that the manufacturer, and I say I believe only because I don't have a name, like a stamp on it or anything, but I've sold this before. Hello, Sugar Britches. I've sold this before, so I'm pretty confident that this is what it is. So believe that this is from the Victorian era. This is the early version of the amber crest. Then we have this applied rose. And if you can see the little, like the frit that's mixed into the glass, this was what they called their raspberry effect, okay? So instead of things having, silver crest or things like that, or this was actually mixed in to give it like a raspberry look effect. And if you can see, it's got like a purplish kind of red tint underneath it. So this is an applied piece of glass that they actually applied to the vase. It's very clean on the inside for being an older piece of glass. You can see there is the highly polished pontil mark, which means that this was a very higher end piece of glass from the Victorian era. It is very smooth. If you look when you get it in person, you will see that there's a little bit of wear. That's actually a good thing because you want that, because that means this has had a life. It's been moved around countertops. It's been moved around, end tables for a very long time. Thank you, Noelle. I see you're 30. Later years, Murano would start doing things like this and doing a lot of applied pieces to the glass. So there are no chips, there are no cracks, which is amazing. Again, the manufacturer of this, I believe that this is Stevens and Williams. They did, a lot of their pieces they were footed. So that would have been the earlier pieces, and it would have been pinched. So the earlier pieces used to have a lot of the applied feet, which would have probably also been in whatever color they added to it. But this one, I think, is just a tish later. So it's probably later 1920s, I believe. So it has a full polished flat bottom like that. So what's amazing is usually when I find these, some of the pieces are chipped. So none of the applied glass is damaged whatsoever. So Nikki, thank you. I see you in at 33. Again, these pieces, you don't see that often. If you do, you see them in, some folks call them cased glass. This one is not. This is just around the end of the Victorian era. And I do believe, like I said, the manufacturer is Stevens and Williams. It measures 5.5 inches tall. So it's about 5.5 inches tall. And it is about 4 inches wide. So let me get in here again on that great raspberry coloring. That's what they call it. And that is inside the glass. So they would have had this gorgeous amber glass, and then they added little particles frit almost have you to it when it was wet, and then it made that gorgeous effect. So that's a harder effect to find. And of course, they were one of the first ones to do this crest kind of effect to the crimping. And of course, it's our amber crest. So it would look good with fettin and all other kind of pieces that do this. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. This one I was really happy to find. I saved this one from the flea market before it got damaged. So hello, Heidi. Good to see you. So we are looking for 34 or more on this gorgeous antique piece of glass. So let's count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Of course, this is a flower, and there's its petal, and then it does wrap around. Very later reminiscent of Murano, did the same style effects with a lot of their pieces of glass too. So thank you all for the bids. We had Nikki in with a just in case of 57, but Noelle had a just in case of 117. So for $58, congratulations, Noelle. It's going to look good with your glass. It's going to look really good. Nikki, your just in case of 100 did come in after the bid end. Thank you all so much. All right, Bill.
$8 for choice, Jason. And I have 3 of the same thing. A company, a ceramic company, a porcelain company I haven't brought before. I have 3 of these really gorgeous little Limoges. To my best of my knowledge, doing my research, they were condiment jars. They're not the sugar, they're not the creamer, because those are different shapes. These, I believe, are little condiment jars. They have the Limoges, France, and stamp on the bottom, as well as hand signed, made in France. Now I'm not focusing. I jinxed myself.
Our cameras are all our cameras are acting wacky here late.
I just think it's such a pretty little design, and they're just little things. So lots of things you could keep in these. They are handled. They're 3.5 inches tall. Maybe they're for jam or any other condiments. I think they're condiment jars. So whatever marmalade, whatever you use, they could be mustard, even seeds for people who use seeds on things, because the sugar and the creamer in this set definitely look different. And I don't know, the little finial, at first I thought it was a lemon, and maybe it is because of the color, but it also could be a rose based on the leaf structure. It could be a lemon or a rose. So it is whatever you want it to be, but they're super pretty, I think.
They're gorgeous.
And again, just like Jason said with the last piece, these were saved from probable destruction.
Mm-hmm.
So there are up to 3 if anyone's interested in just grabbing one or maybe a little set. Super, super cute. Again, 3.5 inches tall, 3 inches at their widest, no chips, no cracks, no condition issues. A beautiful buttery yellow color with a lot of gold detail on them. It's really shining. All of them are marked Limoges, made in France on the bottom.
You almost want to think these came from like some fancy like bed and breakfast that they probably put on the little, tables for 2, and they got their little marmalade for their little bit of croissant or something like that.
It's what they delivered into your bed and breakfast, to your breakfast in bed, right?
Yes, agreed.
Super good. So thank you for the bids. There are 3 to choose from. They're all the same. None of them have any better or worse condition than another. They're just almost like new. So I'm going to start that countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You could store all your dry little ice cream sundae toppings in it, like your rainbow sprinkles, your chocolate sprinkles, your crushed nuts.
They're gorgeous.
You could eat it out of your beautiful Imperial slag glass compote.
True.
All right. So thank you for the bid end, Karen. Patty, you have first choice. Just let me know how many you'd like. And if there are any left still and it's what you wanted, they are yours. And I can just watch the chat here.
All right. And Karen G, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. And Kim, Desert Gal, thank you so much. All right, guys. I do have choice. So it's going to be choice at $10. So bear with me, okay? 2 of the lots are identical. 1 lot is a little different. But you're going to get in the first 2 lots, you're going to get a set of 8. The second lot, you'll get 9. I have these 1960s, and they are the silk ornaments, and they have the flocked fabric leaves on them. So they are fruit, okay? If you guys know Christmas, if you know ornaments, you know that, believe it or not, these are not too easy to find. So these are fun. You know, if you do fruit trees at Christmas time, I think this one is the lime. There is a little discoloration. This one is your pear, and this is part of the first. You have 2 choices of 8 that are identical. So there's 2 identical sets with everything I'm going to show you. These are great at Christmas to make a fruit tree, or they're fun to use during the spring and summer if you guys decorate for that. So you could put them in like a little fruit bowl. You can leave them out all year long. You could do some kind of craft with them. So in the 2 lots of 8, you're going to get 1 single pear, and I'll go very quick if there's no interest. Oh, and the stem part is actually the hook. So the stem you can either bend so it looks like the stem, or you can use the stem to hang the ornament, okay? So they're in really great condition. They're really unique. So 2 choices of 8. You're going to get 1 of the pears. You're going to get 1 of the lemons. Some of them have 2 leaves. Some of them have 3. Some of them have 1 leaf. Then you're going to get the lime. Again, these are really fun if you guys are into, you know, decorating at Christmas time with your different fruits, or all year long. Put them and make a little faux fruit bowl. You're going to get 3 of the apples. So the apples are kind of like an orange look to them. They're each a little bit different. And then you're going to get 2 of the pears, which I love the pears. Okay. So that's going to be your first set, and they're $10. So I have 3 choices for you to choose from. The first 2 are identical. You're going to get 8 little pieces of fruit. Okay. And they are the silk ornaments from the 1960s and 1970s. The second one is pretty much identical, so you'll get 9 in this one, except I didn't have an extra lemon, and I'm going to give you 2 of the plums. So you're going to get 2 of the plums, and like I said, some of them have 3 leaves, some of them have 2 leaves, but some of them just have 1 like this one. So the third group will be 9 pieces of fruit, and I'm sorry, you will get a lemon. The leaf is off, but in that 9, I only have 1 peach to give you. So I have 1 peach to give you. So instead of I'm going to trade you out 2 of the plums. So if you took all 3 lots, you'd have 8 and 8, which is 16, and then you'd have 25 ornaments altogether, but they're $10 each. So Trendolyn, you're the first one in at 10. Thank you so much. Could I have made that more complicated? Probably. So one more time, I have 2 identical lots of 8 fruit ornaments, okay? In those 2 lots of 8, you get 4 apples, 2 peaches, 1 lime, and 1 lemon. If you take those 2, and then if you don't want those, but you want the third one will be a lot of 9, and you will get just 1 peach in there. And then since you're down a peach, you get the 2 plums, okay? So Trendolyn is in. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. These are really fun. You can do so many things with these. So you just have to let me know how many you want. So let's go ahead and do the countdown. We are looking for 11 or more. They're in very good condition considering their age. Maybe a little stain here or there from age, but other than that, I would say these are in great vintage condition. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You could put googly eyes on them. Make them anthropomorphic. If you guys are crafty enough, you could do something else with them. You can make like a fruit wreath with it. They're great to use, at harvest time. They're great for Christmas. So, all right. Trendolyn, they're all yours. Made my life easy. Thank you so much. And I know you'll enjoy them. And I hope you send us pictures to Fantastic Finds. I'd love to see what you do with them. So
I would love to find one of those big wicker cornucopias.
Yes.
And just stuff it. for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
That would be really
Yes.
cool.
That's what I was thinking. Thank you.
Or I would love to put them in a beautiful planter.
Yes.
This is what we're featuring next. For $25, I am offering this gorgeous specimen of a planter. And unlike the minis I showed earlier, this is a big one. There's lots of possibilities with this gorgeous piece. Now, I think everyone here knows what this, I'm all about the segue, all about it. I think everyone here knows what this company is by now because Jason and I have been loving this company lately. It is Hull, and this is an unnamed but numbered mold. This is called, the name of this mold is called 118. We lovingly refer to this as 118. And one of the features about this that has been so popular, this particular color scheme has been popular over time, is that this green almost goes down into black. So a lot of people refer to this as the black leafed planter. It's not black. It's very, very, very dark green at the bottom, but it's kind of gotten that reputation. And there are no condition issues with it. And I keep thinking, yeah, there's no condition issues with it. It's just whatever you see is a reflection. It is large as well. It is 10 inches across. It's 10 inches across. That means you could put three 3-inch nursery pots. You could get 3 plants in this gorgeous planter. It's 5 inches tall. And the great thing about this particular Hull planter, and again, I'm going to promote the plants for a minute. If you do get 3-inch nursery pots, they can sit down in here and you don't need to take the plants out of the nursery pot. You can put 3 of them in here. And when you need to water them, you take the nursery pots out, put them in your sink, and then your planter never gets wet. It's just really, I should have kept this one for the video I'm going to make about that very subject. Look at the glaze on that, on the flower part. It's just really, really, really beautiful. This is mid-50s. So it's the same time, right around the same time, they started making those high gloss pieces like the Ebb Tide line. So yeah, and right before they were making the butterfly and blossom flight ones that Jason and I have been bringing recently. So I see some bids. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. If anyone else is interested, we'd be looking for 26 or more. And it is a glazed bottom, which is not super typical of Hull. So 26 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I mean, look how big that one is.
You know, before you ship it, you could make that video. Before you ship it, you can make that video so the person that's getting it, actually their planter was in a garden guy building.
Jason, the minute a bid end goes in, this is someone else's property.
Okay. All right.
I have another one for myself anyway. Hello. Hello, 1950. Yes, the winner was Mary Beth. Mary Beth got it at $26. Thank you so much.
Oh, woo. When Bill has a little bit of trouble before a sale, we really get the real Bill during the sale. So.
I've been up since 5:30 because I had to drive to work today.
Woo, somebody's going to, that's going to be a good sale, y'all. Fasten your seatbelts, everybody. $25. And this is the piece that I found that actually I built my sale around. Okay. So I believe that this frame is from the 1930s. We have a little condition issue. Okay. We have a little nick up here to the top. All right. We'll get into that in a minute. But we have this fun colorized black and white of this little youngster playing with the garden hose out back. Okay. So for $25, you have a ready-to-go, gorgeous little mantle frame with a fun little picture in it to put in your house for spring and summer or all year round. And you have to tell me, when was the last time you saw one of these oval-style swing mantle frames? So in essence, for the $25, you're bidding on the frame, but it's going to come with the original. And I know it's original because it's never been tampered with, and it was actually colorized and framed by a studio in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And my grandfather was a photographer, and that little sticker there is very reminiscent of the early 1930s, okay? So when it's all together here, the frame measures about 10 inches wide, and it's about 9 inches tall. But I didn't measure actual picture size. So give me a moment to do that. The actual picture on the inside is going to be about 7 inches. So just about 7 inches. So the only condition issue is up here at the top. And a lot of these frames, correct me if I'm wrong, they used to coat them in like a plaster so that they could get that 3D effect of those flowers in there on top of a wood, and then they would paint it. And I do believe that some of that has chipped away. But you know what? I think it just gives it some character. So look at those dainty little flowers that have like this enameled paint on them. They're like a blue, red, and a pink. Then you have this little youngster. Look at that early hose that he has. Like that was high tech for back then. So he's got this, I'm going to get that glare off. Excuse me while I keep moving it around. He's got this like blue jumpsuit that he's wearing. It almost looks like one of those little, like a little sailor outfit. Looks like he or she is wearing. Then look at those cheeks, and someone's living their good life right there with that hair, the fuzzy hair. And again, I just think this is a really, really unique piece, all the way down from the golden toned frame all the way down to the original picture that was in it. So it's in very good condition outside of that one little nip that I showed you there. If you guys wanted to, you could definitely reframe and put something that, put a different print in here. I do believe that's an original black and white that has been colorized of a little youngster outside playing with the hose during spring or summer. So let me spin it around again here so you guys can see the back. There's no major stains to the back. There's no funky smells. Just one or two little spots, I think, where water may have gotten it at some point. So, and again, I just measured a photograph could be about 7 inches for the inside, but the whole entire frame measures just about 10 inches wide by about 9 inches tall. Hello, Brad. Good to see you. Brian. Hello, Brian. So good to see you. Hello, everybody. And I do believe that this is from the early 1930s. So I see just Dusty Moose. Let me double check. I was too busy talking about it. I'm in love with this piece. If we did 1930s decor, I would keep this and put this on my mantle. So, and again, it does swivel. So depending if you had one of those higher mantles and you needed to tilt it, you could to see it or whatever you want to do. And I do believe that the glass is original to it. The only condition issue is right up here on the top. But again, for 1930s, I think that's pretty acceptable. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on this. We are looking for 26 or more on the little oval mantle frame. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I actually walked away from the booth when I saw this. Couldn't get the little fella or the little girl's face out of my head. So it's just such a fun little piece, and it's definitely one of a kind. Nobody else will have this picture. So there's the bid end. Lisa, you did get in there with a 29. Dusty Moose had a just in case of 36. So for $30, Dusty, congratulations. It's coming to you. All right, Bill.
So I brought some framed art today as well of the older nature, and I'm going to start these for choice at $9 if anyone's interested. So Tina's backpedaling now. It's all good. I'm old. It's okay. You can say it, but they were saying that's a young me, a young garden guy.
It did kind of remind me of Bill a little bit, but I didn't go there. So
it's okay. It's okay for the chat to say it, Jason. It's not okay for you to say it. You're in timeout.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say that you were old. I didn't say that at all, nor did I imply it. I didn't.
I have some gorgeous framed pieces as well. I have two. They're not in a gorgeous round frame. By the way, Jason, when is the last time you've ever seen one of those round swivel frames? Like never.
Were you listening earlier? That's what I said. See, you don't listen to me.
No, you need to watch it back. You said several times you said oval.
Oh, did I say? I'm sorry, round. It's round. I guess I did say oval. Yeah, I did. Sorry.
Okay, so the first, and these are good. These are nice little sizes. The first one I have is this beautiful. They're both sepia toned, which I really like, and that's probably because of the age. Of this sort of harbor with a lighthouse in it, and the harbor is full of boats, and it's full of this little party boat of these sort of lords and ladies going out under the party boat has this little umbrella over it. There's just a lot going on in it. And I was struck by it when I saw it. It was beautiful and a little moody. And that's what I thought was cool about it. The only condition issue is there is a little water damage up here at the top, which I think sort of adds to the sepia tone nature of this. It is in a nice wooden frame, an older frame, really simple frame, all black with the appropriate amount of wear on it. It does have a wire to hang on the back, and the glass is very clean because I spent some time on it. But so that's the first choice, and it is 7.5 inches tall and 11 inches from side to side. So $9 choice for that. Or I have another one, but sort of a different nature. I have a framed print of the Pilgrimage to Lourdes. And I picked this up a while ago for a display we did at work, because I think many of you know Lourdes is a place where people of faith go for healing. And this picture actually displays people in beds outdoors in front of the shrine, with people sort of at their bedside, people praying for them. You see a priest right here, or maybe a brother, a monk, but really, really cool. And Lourdes is a significant location for lots of people. This is also a nice size. It's 10 inches tall and 8 inches from side to side. So let me just give you a look at the two pieces side by side. This one is much more sepia than this one, but I just think they're lovely, and they both sort of have a mood to them and sort of like an age. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown since we do have a bidder. If anyone else is interested, get your bid in before the end of the countdown, as I try to get the glare off as much as possible. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yes, Karen, that's exactly what I was trying to verbalize and didn't. The dark academia decor. And what's interesting about that is that this picture actually sat at the university for a couple months in a display case. We were doing a sort of a display on faith and healing. So this is something we put in there. So thank you for the bid end, Karen. Dusty, you didn't need your just in case. So you have only choice at 9. Let me know if you would like Lourdes or the ship. Thank you.
They looked really good, Bill. And I hate that we have that glare that we always have to deal with. So
it is what it is.
All right. $14 choice, guys. It's going to be choice again. If you have a garden, if you're outside, you might have some owls living up in your trees. So it's going to be choice. Let me show you in that I have the little amber one. It's a little hoot owl. I do believe that these are made by Kanawaha glass. There is a little extra bit of glass here on his beak, so it's a little manufacturing defect, but he's super cute. He has, of course, that pinwheel look around the eyes that they give the owls. Makes him look very mid-century, and they're just these small little pictures in very good condition with no chips, no cracks. There's no sickness to it. And again, I do believe that these are made by Kanawaha glass. So, and if you look them up, believe it or not, they are very collectible. So I do have the one that is in the green color. So there is your green one. Again, they did great detail. They gave you, awesome wing detail. Thank you, Chrissy. I see you in at 14. Here's the bottom. They are molded, and then they do have like this set. They do have an applied handle. So the owl part is molded glass, and then they do apply the handle. So Deanna is in at 16. Now, what's great about the Kanawa glasses is that they glow. Both of them glow. So the green one glows like uranium, which I think is really neat. This one would be really cool in your Halloween display. As a matter of fact, they both would be cool in your Halloween display. So this one glows with the uranium that is in it. Each one of them measures about 5 by 3. Chrissy's back in at 17. Thank you so much. And then this one glows with the cadmium. And boy, does it glow. And if you get that light in it just right, it's a showstopper. Look how bright the bottom is. Really, so, I mean, if you guys do like a black light display, they're really, really fun. So, again, let's show you the details on them. Again, they both measure about 5 inches tall. The only condition issue is this one has a little bit of extra glass that you will feel on the beak, but that's just because the body of it is molded, and then they put the handle on and apply that later. And a lot of times when those handles are banged around, they can get like a fracture line in them. There's none in either one of these. So in very good condition, very highly detailed, definitely 1960s, 1970s, Kanawaha glass. So Chrissy, thank you for your 17. We're looking for 18 or more, and it will be on choice on green or amber. So let's go ahead and count them down just in case for active bidders. We got Chrissy jumping in there real quick with an 18. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 19 or more. We are doing just in case if you're an active bidder. So Chrissy's back at 19. Let's get that countdown on the way at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. They both glow. I'm assuming the green one's uranium and the amber one is cadmium, but they're real. I had no idea that they had any glow to them. I know that the amber does, but I didn't know that Kanawaha used it in the green. So there's the bid end. Thank you so much. So Chrissy had a bid of 20, but Chrissy with a K, but Chrissy with a C with a just in case. So for 21, Chrissy with a C, you get first choice. Let me know if you want green or amber. Green or amber. And then Chrissy with a K, you'll have backup at 20. So we'll just wait to hear from Chrissy with a C. That's the first time that's ever happened. That's kind of fun. That was neat. So, all right, the green one is yours. Thank you so much. So Chrissy with a K, let me know if you're interested in the amber owl at your bid of 20. If you pass, it'll go back to Deanna, then it's 16. But you'll have choice at the amber one at your bid of 20. If you're interested, and I think you are thank you so much. And I do believe you are a new buyer to me. So my email's right there. If you can just email me all your information, I will be invoicing this Saturday. Thank you so much. If StreamYard wants to cooperate and get Bill over, there we go.
So I brought some pictures tonight too, but they are of the pottery nature, not of the glass nature. And they are $16 for choice. Okay. And they are gorgeous. And they are both Czechoslovakian pottery. The first one I have is in the very typical traditional Czechoslovakian color scheme of orange and black. It is this gorgeous, big bellied pottery pitcher, ceramic pitcher with just this little bit of black detail, a little bit of paint loss here on the handle. But just a gorgeous example of older pottery from Europe. I believe this says 2 liters on the bottom. And then there is the made in Czechoslovakia stamp there. Oh, it's focusing really nicely. In terms of condition issues, this one is in really great condition. There is some crazing at the bottom. As you can see, there's a long craze line down there at the bottom. It's not a hairline. There's nothing coming through, but super pretty, and it's big. Perfect for watering your plants. Perfect just for your decor. This big one, the big belly guy, is 7 inches tall and 8 inches from this side of the handle to the other side. And you can see there are little areas of paint loss. This is older European pottery. So that's the first choice. I love Czech glass too, but pottery has my heart. The second choice is also hand-painted Czechoslovakia pottery, also with that typical orange color that we often see in the Czech pottery. In fact, I was supposed to buy our plane tickets today and I forgot. And you can see some paint loss here because this hand painting is on top of the glaze in the blue and the orange flower. Super pretty. This one doesn't have any condition issues, save minor crazing, little bit of stuff down there at the bottom, but really pretty. And I love the design of the spout on this one. This one is a little bit smaller than the one we just saw. It's 7 inches tall and 5.5 inches from side to side. Or it's your sangria, pitcher. Absolutely. Although probably you'd want to use this one because it's bigger, right? So that's the size comparison between the two. Super pretty, and they look great together as well.
These speak so summer to me, Bill. So
Yeah.
summer. So like, and I know it's the wrong Arab or wrong region, but very Mediterranean kind of warm kind of climate.
Well,
Gorgeous.
I mean, Czechoslovakia for a long time was the pottery capital of Europe, and so
Right.
they did get commissioned pieces. So this very well could have been something that was sent down to Greece or Italy.
Gotcha. So good. And you
Yeah,
don't see them in that good a condition that
I
often.
was shocked when I was absolutely shocked when I found them.
All right. They make great vases, guys. They make good vases. All right. I'm just waiting for the lag. So $25. And I've never seen another reseller offer anything so plastic fantastic as what Tina found, and I'm going to show you. So this is technically new old stock because I have the bracket, the screws, replacement bulbs, which these bulbs are hard to find, for the mere price of $25. It is this great little hanging, they call it a bird cage, but it is a hanging basket. It looks like a bird cage, and it has these plastic 1960s. Oh my God, I love this. Made in Hong Kong, these plastic roses, okay? Inside each one of the roses has a bulb, and they do work. It does light up, okay? So it is this like plastic wicker, and it's like metal on the inside. They have like a steel in it. You see a lot of this used in some Christmas pieces that they've created. But you can see how clean it is, and it just would hang in your little garden or your garden room, and it would light up. So let's show you how it lights up, and then I'll show you all the goodies that come with it. So the cord is in very good condition. There's no issues to it. So that is your cord. Oh, I got a little bend. So there's a little bend in it, but let's go ahead and pop it in there and let's light it up. So now you guys can see that these little flowers light up. Bill, have you ever seen one of these in person?
No, I
So
love
fun.
it.
Every single time I find one, I actually found one a few years ago. It was like a little carriage and it didn't light up. You never find them that they light up. This one does, and this one is super fun. If you guys are looking for that great 1960s type of decor, something different that you normally don't see, this is it for you. So let me unplug it and let me show you what it all comes with. So it's a twofer. You're going to get the original box. So you get the original box. The cellophane has seen better days. It's made by a company called Rossini. I think it's Rossini. Rossini's the company. It's made in Hong Kong, and it does say that it's lifelike flowers with 6 lights, complete with a wall bracket. So you get the box with it. I think the box is super fun. It's funny, John, if you're still here, I always relate to the McCrory's because I remember going to McCrory's when I was a kid for a whopping $2.99. So again, you get the fun box. They call it a bird cage. If you guys, actually what I thought would be fun is if you guys did collect little bluebirds or you collect those little flocked birds, you could actually put some in here and, you know, display it as so. If this doesn't sell, I'm going to keep it. And I think this would look fun in your Valentine's Day decor. What I was going to do is I would tuck little Valentines in some of these flowers and then go ahead and light it up. And then probably, now this is going off of what John did. He used a church at one time. If you collect little brides and grooms, you could put them around it and use this as like your little wedding chapel for that decor. So there's your little hanging light. You're going to get the original replacement bulbs, which these are the little tiny ones that still had sockets. So they were prior to the little ones that you fight with the prongs. Then it has the original hardware. Like this is how high, this is the way it was back in the day. They actually also gave you the nail to hang it to the wall, the screws to put the bracket on, and you're going to get the original bracket to it. So everything you needed came with it. You're right, Kim, it would be great for your patio as well. So these are all your trash-tastic or fantastic plastic, however you want to call it. They do light up, and the piece roughly measures about 7 by 6. So the piece roughly measures about 7 by 6. And the cord is in very good condition. And there's enough cord that you can run it down your wall and hang it in, hide the cord, and then plug it in once you hang this on the wall. So again, it's a very unique niche kind of kitsch kind of thing that someone's going to want. I'm not seeing any interest. That's okay. That's just the cord right there. But you might want to think about it. And we'll bring it back for the recap, but it's just $25. And if you guys go looking these up online, you'll see that online, they normally ask 3 times that for one in this condition. So hello, Becky. Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. All right, Bill.
Okay, $18, Jason. And I have what the person I got this from said was an antique pin cushion, and it very well may be. It certainly is old. It probably is an antique. I'm not sure it's a pin cushion, though. It may have another purpose. It might have just been a pillow, or it might have some cultural significance. I'm not sure. But I love the fabric choice on here. I don't know. It's like kind of like apples or cotton or something, but it's super, super pretty. And while it's pretty from this side, what's really amazing is when you turn it around.
That's fun.
It is spectacular. I mean, it is this little lady. She is just surrounded by a garden all around her. She's got layers and layers of fabric work around her, all bunched up. There's a name for that. I can't remember it right now. Where when you bunch fabric up, someone will know. And this is what's making me think it's probably a bit older. All of these handmade fabric flowers, which have been over time, kind of maybe it has some significance in that direction as well, Dusty Moose. I'm not sure. I did try to do some research, and because it's a thing I study culture and health. I did ask a few friends, but nobody really knew anything about it. But I mean, just to the detail with the little millinery stamens in the flowers, it's really, really pretty. I believe the eyes and the necklace to be glass beads. They are sewn on, but the necklace is kind of sewn on from each side. And this beautiful pink velvet body, which one of the reasons I think it might not be a pin cushion is I don't see any pin marks in it, so it may have had another purpose. It's definitely not a sachet because it's stuffed. It's not stuffed with any organic material. It's stuffed with a fiber, cotton. It's not like little rose petals or anything that you might expect on the inside. Ruching, that's exactly what I was thinking of, Patty. Thank you. Oh, that was bothering me. Oh, and John. I see a lot of
John,
people.
yep.
A lot of people say it. Yeah, I think maybe a little pillow too. I'm not so sure, but she's special. I think she's really, really pretty. Someone put a ton of work into her, and she's old. She just, needs a home. She's super, super good. And interesting. She's got a look, right? I get that she's got a look, but she's surrounded by pretty flowers. I mean, and some of the flowers even have ribbon leaves, like velvet ribbon leaves. Really, really pretty.
She's really, really fun. Do you think maybe that she was for a child, maybe to teach a child how to sew? Like,
I'm not sure this would teach a child anything other than nightmares.
well, I just thought the whimsy and the color, maybe it would be a child. I don't know.
Maybe it is. I mean, maybe it is a child's pillow for like a doll or something. I don't know, but she's pretty cool. She's pretty cool.
Gosh, I think she is. She's different. All right. I got stuff all over the place here, guys. Bear with me. So, all right. Choice at $18. And it's going to be choice on, wait, we got Karen. Here we go. We got Karen at 18. There you go.
Right. I will do a quick countdown. Thank you, Karen. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Did you say where you found this, Bill?
Garage sale.
Garage sale. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And the woman was absolutely nice. She like gave me a whole history about this, and I was like,
Gotcha.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. Maybe.
Okay. All right. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. If you have not hit the thumbs up, please do so. Please leave a comment. If you're watching this in a replay, please make sure you're following Bill, Garden Guy Bill. We put the links to his YouTube down below and his Instagram. Please consider giving me a follow here at Mother Tuckers. $18 choice. It's going to be choice on Homeco trios, okay? So your first, and I think Bill had something like this a while ago. Some of these I've had tucked away for a little bit, and then I wanted some time to go by so I could bring mine. I think his little elves were in a different colorway because I know were they the same color exactly as these? Okay.
Both sets, yep.
Okay. They're in very good condition. These actually came out of the original box, and thank God for the box, because as I was taking them out, it completely fell apart. So I think it's the box that kept these little fellows in good condition. These are great for spring and summer. Like I said, I put them underneath that big daisy. I just think these are fun. These are like a composition. They don't glow under black light. They are Homeco, but they're the older Homeco that is made in Japan if it wants to focus. So that one doesn't want to focus, so it is Homeco. Put it in your home, and it does say made in Japan here. There we go, on the bottom of that sticker. So the little elves or the little gnomes or these little pixies, I think are very whimsical and very good condition. He has an attitude. He's telling the other two what to do. They measure just about 4.5 inches tall. So they're about 4.5 inches tall. And then here is the little fella in green. He's very happy. He's just smiling and nodding to his buddy because he's like, yeah. Harvey over there thinks he knows it all. And this guy's like, oh, I didn't do it. I didn't do it, guys. It wasn't me. So this will be your first choice at just $18. So you get all three of these. So I guess that makes them $6 each. Then I have the Homeco mice. I just acquired these. We acquired a little mouse collection, and these are some of my favorite little mice. So I'll show you two here, and then I'll show you the third one. So here is Mr. Little Homeco, and these are bisque. These are the ones made in Hong Kong by Homeco, and they measure just a little bit taller than the elves. So he's very happy. He's just like holding his cheese near and dear. There's no damage to them. Look at him in his overalls, just really fun. I think these really speak to the era, the 1970s. Look, this one has a little mascara on. He's so proud of his corn. He's even smuggling some corn in his overalls there. So he's going to take that back home. And again, I think these are just so fun. So your second choice at just 18 will be the three Homeco mice. There he is with his carrot. Now, he's not smuggling carrots in his overalls. I wonder why not. So show them here. There's no condition issues whatsoever. They're in very good condition. They're actually in like new condition. Sometimes these bisque figurines, if they sit in a dusty home too long, they do discolor. Sometimes they're hard to get cleaned, but these are in really, really good condition. So if you collect mice, or like I was doing a little garden, little summer kind of theme, these would be fun to pop on your mantle this summer. Heck, leave them out all year round. And this one's just so happy that he has his cheese. And for your consideration, the other choice at 18 are the little, these are like a composition. So these are like a composition, and these little guys would be great in your Christmas. They'd be great all year round. And these are your little gnome or your little pixies, little fellas in good condition. I just love these. I think you can't have a bad day if you have these. So we'll bring these back in the recap, but they were $18 and you get a choice of three. So you either get the pixies or the mice. So we'll keep it moving and we'll get Bill over here.
I have a choice round two starting at $14. If anyone's interested, I have some gorgeous milk glass, hand painted, because you all know I love the hand painted milk glass. Here's a flower I haven't brought before. I have this gorgeous hand painted ruffled hobnail, little trinket dish, little bowl, berry bowl with bluebells in it. I think they're super, super pretty. It's not a large, and it's also not pedestal. It's just a little squat hobnail bowl with these beautiful, beautiful bluebells in it. And this is a Fenton piece. It is 1.75 inches tall, and it's 5.75 inches across. And I actually had it, if you saw it in my preview, I found a plate holder that actually held it right here and here, and it actually stood up really nicely for display. Super, super pretty though. Let me just give you a close up. I love these flowers. In addition to that, I have a Westmoreland milk glass piece. And I think for me, this is the longest one I've ever had. I have one of the, I know it's massive. I almost wonder if it was a mistake because I've never seen them pulled this tall. Maybe it was common, but I have a Westmoreland milk glass hand painted bud vase, and it measures 13 inches, Jason. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. So it has some pretty roses and some little forget-me-nots on it. This is a common flower combination from the Westmoreland milk glass. It has a beautiful little stretched mouth on it with a bunch of little nubs. And the neck gets very, very thin on this one. So this is, if you were a milk glass collector and you wanted some variation, this would give it to you if you don't have one this tall already, because it is pretty good. And this is in the panel design. I think you can see that. It is paneled on the side. Each panel has a different flower on it. And this is marked Westmoreland on the bottom right here. I know it's hard to see. So what's that?
I just wonder if that was a mistake.
I know that I was thinking the same thing. Somebody was like, "Oh, we pulled it too much. I'm just going to sneak it home so nobody knows that
right
that I made the mistake." So $14 for choice on either piece of hand painted milk glass. One Fenton piece, one Westmoreland piece.
So fun. All right, you guys. My next item is going to start at.
Right. I'll do a quick countdown. Thank you, Noel.
There we go.
So we're looking for 15 or more for choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Ravona's in at 15. Almost looks like a snowflake from back here, doesn't it?
I'm just taken back by the Westmoreland vase.
The vase that goes on and on and on.
It's good. I like it. It's fun.
Okay, there is the bid end. Noel, I'm sorry, your 43 came in right after. So, Ravona, would you like the vase or the dish at your bid of 15 or both? And then, Noel, if what is left over is what you want, I have a feeling I know what Noel wanted. Just let me know. I'll go ahead and watch the comments.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. I was really excited to bring this. $28. It's a piece of California pottery, and it's the smaller cookie jar, okay? Usually, I find them that they're a little bit larger, so this one's a little more manageable. This is a 1950s or early 1960s California pottery cookie jar. I'm not sure of the exact company. It does have the insignia on it on the inside, SCT. And everybody that offers one just calls it by that. So I don't know a California pottery manufacturer by that name. Maybe that's just what it is. So if you guys love a mid-century cookie jar, I think, a lot of kitchens probably had this apple in the probably 50s, 60s, and 70s. So there's no chips at all here to the lid. It's in very good condition. You can see how glossy it is. I think they sat it down too hard one time, and they put just a little tiny little nip right here. See if we can get a little nip right here on the tip. Right there, you can see just a little nip right there. And it looks like there's a little bit of crazing in the area of it too. It does not go all the way through. I can't catch it with my nail. So, and it has a nice ting to it. So I don't think there's any damage to it. It's very, very clean on the inside, glossy on the inside. You can fill this up with your cookies. There you can see the bottom. It has the mold number on it. And you can see how great they painted it. Look at that like lava style effect to it. Again, this is California pottery, probably late 50s through the 60s. That's my best guess. And there you can see the top of the apple. So I think everybody knew somebody that had an apple kitchen back in the day. I at least know a couple of my friends' parents did. And this kind of just takes me back. Plus, if somebody needs, if you need something for a housewarming gift, this would make a great housewarming gift. Or it would just make a great cookie jar for you to have in your kitchen and fill up with cookies. So
I remember everybody having kitchens with geese.
Well, yeah, that was a very 1980s thing, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't know. Were you ever into that, Bill? I wasn't into that.
No, and to this day, I'm still not. And I see them in the thrift stores now. And I'm like, why did we ever like that?
Oh, there's going to be
if anyone liked the geese motif, but
there's going to be a time that's going to come back. So again, this is the 9-inch one. So you could get one that's larger. And I do believe they made one that's smaller. So if you wanted to use these as canisters, not just a cookie jar, you could get the larger one and the smaller one. But again, I love the red effect, the way they painted it with the texture to it. You can see how it has like the darkening of the texture. I think it makes it look like a real apple almost. So Here you can see the side. I think that's very reminiscent. Usually when I find these, that's how they're all painted. They did it so that it kind of gave it like, not like a bruising mark, but almost like, when the sun catches the apple or the apple is starting to ripen, that part may not be. So again, here is the bottom part. I think they did a great job of making it look like an apple. And I just think these are super fun. And again, decorating, once you put all your holiday pieces away, it's fun to decorate in a different motif. And I was thinking maybe folks would want to use this in their spring and summer decors. Also, these are fun in the fall and at $28 if you're looking for a gift for that teacher friend of yours. I think this would be a really fun gift to give a teacher. And you can store all kinds of things in there. Gosh, just as I'm saying it, Karen's saying it. So, gosh, we all think alike. So thank you, Steele. I see you in at 28. We're looking for 29 or more. And that's that I've never been able to offer one that low. So I'm very excited that I could find one to bring to a sale. And just note that little teeny tiny little spot where I think they hit it kind of hard right there. And there's a little crazing around it, but it does not go all the way through. So you guys can see, and it does not catch your fingernail when you rub your finger on it. So very good condition for being, gosh, almost 50 or plus years old. So let's go ahead and count it down. Steele has the bid. Thank you so much. In at 28, we're looking for 29 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. From 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I have to imagine being a teacher, Bill, that's got to mean something when a student gifts you something. I mean, that's really saying something.
Yeah, my office is full of them because I'm just that good.
I just threw up a little in my. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Steele. Thank you. It's yours for $28. Thank you so much, Steele. All righty, Bill. Mr. Wonderful, should I say?
$8 per choice, Jason. I have two of the same. And they are, again, something I haven't brought before. They are these really pretty, sort of romantic looking metal trivets. They are on feet. They have these little feet. And when I got them, they were marked Greek Revival. I don't know about that, but it is sort of like this beautiful Grecian woman or goddess. It looks very similar to a print that Chris and I have of Aphrodite. So it may be a Greek goddess. I don't know. But really, really nice. They are 8.5 inches long, 5 inches across. And I just happen to have two of the same. Really, really pretty. They have a little bit different patina, but I didn't do anything to clean them up. They are as they are. There are no markings on the back, nothing that I can see. They feel to be like a pot metal kind of piece with some sort of treatment on the front to make them look goldish almost. But I just thought she was really pretty. She kind of went with the theme that I was going for tonight, starting with those little mini pictures that I had. Just pretty and romantic, and a lot of frills on it, which I kind of really like it. Whether or not, I mean, it can be hung there are the feet that protrude, but you could put something long enough into the wall if you wanted to hang it or use it for its intended purpose, or just use it on a surface because it is beautiful, or put a plant on it. Be nice drainage for a plant over a saucer. All right, thank you all for your bids. I am going to start the countdown. So now is the time to get any other bids in so you don't come in after the bid end. We've been seeing that happen tonight, and we feel so bad about it when it happens. So yeah, I'm going to start the countdown, and we're looking for 11 or more for choice. There are two, obviously, because I'm holding up two. So there are two. 1, 2. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
We should change the name of our sale to the two guys that worked all day and are still trying to do a live sale at night. Because I've worked all day too.
I don't typically have to get up that early though. This was odd for me. So there is the bid end. Thank you everyone for your bids. It looks like the high bid before the bid end was Vegas Viking glass. So you just let me know if you wanted one or both. Then Gloria, you are back up if you just wanted one, and there was one remaining. And then Dusty Moose, then Karen.
Right.
So Vegas Viking glass is going to take one. So Gloria, did you want the other one?
And it's so good to see all of you guys. Good to see you, Vegas Viking glass, along with Gloria. Hello, everybody. Good to see you all. Just wait to see. Do you want to do that in the comments, or do you just want to wait a moment
fine.
here?
You can move on.
All right. And guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. God, what did I just say? Thank you for hanging out with us. All right. Gloria's taking it. And Kim, thank you so much for being our backup mod and bid ender, along with Karen being our official mod and bid ender. Ladies, we could not do it without you. Thank you guys so very much. $15. And I have another thing that's Homeco. Tina found these the other day. God, I remember seeing these in a couple of my friends' parents' kitchens, but did they keep them? No. And now I have a set that's in very good condition that you guys could hang in your kitchen. So these are actually Homeco. They're marked Homeco. They are made by a company, which I didn't, they're made by Dart International. You'll get 3 of them. So you're going to get the whole set of 3 for one money. They are that harder plastic, okay? They have their original hangers on them. These are fun because they're lightweight. If you guys have one of those homes that, might have drywall, you guys don't want to put a lot of things that could pull on the nails. These are kind of nice and light. So they are 1976 Homeco, and they're these fun little plaques. So you have the garlic. What a mixture. That's what I loved about this era. So you had the garlic cloves, you had a plums jar, a lobster, and then a lemon, okay? So you had 2 lemons because my finger's covering that up. And each one of these measures just about 7.5 by 6. Then you had what I believe are the peas, the corn, the mushrooms, which the mushrooms are really fun in your kitchen if you guys do the Mary mushrooms. And then we have a red pepper. So those are those 2. Then we have the third one. So again, there's 3 of them, but I can only hold up 2 of them at a time. Then you have the onions, tomatoes, I think that's celery, and asparagus. And I love how they have the asparagus tied. So now if you guys humor me for a second, I saw somebody one time who actually purchased these and then went ahead and put some googly eyes on some of the vegetables. So you don't think that's, oh, come on, Bill. I think if you would kitsch these up, it would be so fun. So, but again, you get the whole set of 3. Usually sometimes when you find these, they have paintware to them because they were stored improperly. There's no paintware to these. These are very, very clean. The hooks don't even have any rust on them. And you can see the embossing right there with the Roman numerals. And you can see that they do say Homeco. So Daisy Girl is in at 15. Thank you so much. If you guys do different artwork these days, whether it be crewels or things like that, these are fun to mix in. Maybe you have a fun kitchen style crewel, or you want to pop these into your dining room. I just think they're going to be very fun. So you will get the set of 3 Homeco. Put it in your home. I'm going to owe Fatbird's money now. But they roughly measure 7.5 inches tall by 6. So here they are. Let's count them down. Daisy Girl has them in at 15. We're looking for 16 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. See, that's why I brought these little fellas. I thought they would look good with them. Even the little mice, they all kind of fit that kind of garden kind of look. And there's the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Daisy Girl, congratulations. All 3 of them are coming to you. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
$20, Jason. And I found something cool. At least I think it's cool. It is this really neat box. It kind of has this mid-century look to it. With these kind of like blue, I don't know, dotted things. Someone did actually practice their Roman numerals on the front. So that is a problem with the box. There's a little like pen hole there too, and a little water staining, but the box is super cool. And it is also marked made in Czechoslovakia. It's sort of a theme for tonight. If you don't know, my family lives in Prague in the Czech Republic. So I favor that area of the world. But inside is what we're really interested in. Inside, untouched by time, are 6 glass salt cellars and 6 glass salt spoons. They're all there, and they're all in like new condition. They've never been used. These are made by Bohemia Glass, a glass crystal company in Prague, and there are these beautiful cut crystal salt cellars, and there are 6 of them. Each salt cellar has its own glass salt spoon, also with the Bohemia Glass sticker on them. Someone literally in the factory sat there and stuck labels on all of them, and no one ever removed them. So my guess is they've never been used. I think this is a spectacular little set, because I know salt cellars are, some people collect them. They're really collectible, and you're getting salt cellars in perfect condition here in their original box. The box though has some condition issues, but it's a pretty cool design. So they are all here, and it's not for choice. This is for the entire box. $20 for the entire box. 6 glass salt cellars, 6 glass spoons. I don't know if they're called spoons. What?
That's worth it just for the spoons, because if you have other salts that you need, some of the porcelain ones did come with glass spoons. So
it's funny that you say that, because when I learned that there were spoons in here, I've had this for quite some time. I have other salt cellars that don't have spoons. So I went online and I'm like, can I buy a lot of little salt spoons and match them? No, not for, you could buy one for a crazy amount of money, but you can't buy a whole bunch of them.
No.
And here, obviously we're not going to separate them from this box. I was tempted a few times, quite frankly, but no, they all have their labels on them, so they need to stay together. I think it's pretty cool. So thank you for the bids, everyone. I am going to start that countdown. So make sure you get your bids in, and any just in cases if this is something you really want to grab. And again, it does have the made in Czechoslovakia mark on the back. It hasn't been called Czechoslovakia in quite some time. So these are definitely all vintage items. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
These make great little ring holders if you want to use them. I actually know artists that'll use it to mix their watercolors. I know we're talking fancy, glass, but they use it because they're easy to clean out since it's such a high quality crystal.
So there is the bid end. Thank you, Karen. And Noelle, with your just in case, the whole box is yours for $22. Congratulations.
All right, guys. My mistake could be your gain, because there is a condition issue to one of these, okay? But you're going to get them both for $18. So in essence, you're going to buy one and get the other one for free, okay? So one of them does have a little chip on the top. The other one does not, but they still display beautifully. So you're going to get both of the little Royal Copley little planters. They're the little children sitting next to their little barrels. So let me show you the condition issue. He has a little chip on his hat, okay? The person I purchased them from did not tell me that they were damaged, and then once I got them, I realized I got something that had damage. So I figure for a little higher than what I paid for them, maybe somebody wants to give these fun planters a home, because when they display from the front, or if you had them on a mantle, honestly, you're not going to see that damage. So I try not to bring things that are damaged, but folks have told me on some of my content that I've put out that they're okay with things that are damaged. So I think for $18, like I said, you in essence are buying the girl who's in very good condition. So these are fun. They actually did a small series of these. I think they did a wall pocket of them. They did them standing, and then they did them sitting here. So it is Royal Copley with that high glaze. You have this gorgeous young woman with her bonnet on. She's sitting there so happily against her little barrel. Again, you could put like a little air plant in there, or these make great pen holders and little desk caddies. So she's kind of dreaming of her Romeo, maybe her Mister, who is right here, and he just has his little chip. They both measure about 6 inches tall by about 6 inches wide. So fun 1950s pottery, very high glazed, very kitschy, really cute, even though he does have the little chip there on his top. Royal Copley has the 2 lines, of course, on the bottom. And they are these great fun colors. It's like a sea foam green, kind of like a darker sea foamy green with some black, some darker mixed in. And then he sort of has a pink top that he's wearing. And then, of course, I love his suspenders. I love both of these. And like I said, I believe Royal Copley made different versions. I believe there's a wall pocket, or I'm thinking of the wall pocket that doubles with these little ones standing. Do you recall either of those, Bill?
Yep.
Okay. So other than his little chip, like I said, let's show you here. And it's a little darker. So I believe it's been there for a little bit, but truthfully, and I'll even tell him like that, he displays beautifully from the front. You have to be right on top of it to see it. So you are actually getting, she is dreaming of her Prince Charming. You're right, Dawn. And then he's like, I'm right here. I'm right here. And she's like, I'm sorry, you're not my type. So you're not bad enough for me. You're not a bad boy. All right. So we have Trina in at 18. Wasn't saying that to you, Bill. She was just saying that her prince he's a good guy, and he's gonna finish last, Bill, because he's the good guy. So just a little chip on him, but in essence, you're buying her and you're getting him free. So Trina, thank you so much for 18. We're looking for 19 or more. 1950s pottery at its best, Royal Copley. Let's do a countdown from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. No, Karen, I think you're right. You put a little plant in there with a little stem with some ephemera. These are so fun. And I could see these on either side of your mantle. I was thinking on either side of that picture that I offered earlier. So there's our bid end. So thank you so much. It's been a while. Trina, congratulations. I'm so happy to send you some happy mail. Thank you and enjoy them. All right, Bill.
$14, Jason. And again, I think many of you know I'm a sucker for anything that has a bearded iris on it. It's my favorite flower. And I have this gorgeous example of early American pottery. It has not only a bearded iris, but probably what is a whole collection of a daisy-like flower, or maybe even straw flower. I'm not sure. But what I'm hoping to pick up on this, I'm trying to you can see it there. Do you see that all of the little areas in the inside of the flowers and on the waterfalls, that's what we call these petals that come down, are painted in gold paint on top of it. And when in person, it just shimmers. It's really, really pretty. And it's a nice big size. It's got a gorgeous kind of airbrushing look on the back of it. There is no manufacturer on it, but it's in super condition, no chips, no cracks. Just a really beautiful, nice piece. And again, if you saw my preview, this fit really well in a standing tabletop plate holder if you wanted to display it so that it could be a display piece rather than something you put right on a table. It is on my list somewhere here. And actually, I wrote, Jason, when I typed it up, it says bearded Irish bowl. Not iris, but Irish.
Sure it is.
It's 8.25 inches from side to side. Really beautiful, really fun. I cannot pass this flower up in any form when I see it. So I'm going to start that countdown. Thank you so much for your bid. We're looking for 15 or more if anyone else is interested on this gorgeous piece of porcelain pottery. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah, when I move it like that, you can see how the light moves over that really high gloss gold paint. It's so pretty. It shimmers. It's really, really pretty. Thank you for the bid. And Karen, so Dusty Moose with your just in case of 24 It's yours for $16. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, please make sure you subscribe to Bill's channel. He's putting out content all the time. The link is down below. Well, you are, because you said you're putting out a haul video of everything that you got when you were shopping with us. So
I'm a bit behind. I'm a bit behind. My apologies.
Go check some of Bill's old content. I don't care what you do. Please subscribe to Bill's channel and his Instagram. Every little bit helps. Please subscribe to Mother Tucker's as well. $10 choice on some vintage makeup tins, okay? This one, I believe, is very 1930s. I believe it is from the 1930s. And I believe the name is Cara Gnome, and it is the toilet powder. So, again, with my garden theme, look at that gorgeous deco-style basket filled with flowers. Now, I would open it. Well, we will open it. It still has its applicator. It still has the little puff. No, we're not going to open it. So it's still on the inside, very clean on the inside. There is a little tiny bit of the powder on the inside. And like I said, there is the little applicator in there, still original, so you can still hear it on the inside. These make fun risers. Look at these great deco style flowers here on the side. You have the blues and the oranges and yellow, very 1930s, in very good condition. And there's the back side. And I think the tin says that it is made in the United States. Let me double check that. Gosh, the light. Yes, it is. I think it says Canco, and it is made in the USA. So Lisa, thank you so much. I see you in at 10. This is your first choice. This one measures just about 2 3/4 tall by about 4.5 inches wide. So, and again, I'm in love with that deco style little basket there on the front. You can see there is a little bit of wear, but there's no major rusting. It does have its powder puff here on the inside. So if you give me a minute, I will show you. There you go. That's what you're dealing with. So, and it does smell like the original stuff. So if you knew anyone that wore that and you want to have the reminiscent of the smell, it's going to smell like it. Then with April, I have a little bit of April showers. This was the cream mint, not the cream mint, the cream that they would use for their makeup. There is a little bit of fading here to the center, but you can still see the lovely woman there underneath the flower arbor. And then the sides, I think, is what gets me. There is a little dent in it. This is one of the older tins. I don't think it's nearly as old as the first one I showed you, but I do believe it's 1940s. So, again, April showers. I remember this well. My grandmother used to have one of these tins. I remember this tin. It's so fun. And this is fun to use in your spring decor as a riser, or go ahead and pop it on the side here for the lovely decal, the lovely logo here on the front. There is a little bit of wear here to the back, but there is no rusting at all. The inside is super clean. These make great little holders for your trinkets. They make fun little jewelry boxes, but they're just two fun, great tins. This one, I believe, is more 40s. This one, I believe, is from the 1930s. So we are in at 10 with Lisa. We're looking for 11 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown, and it will be on choice of the tins. Oh, and this one is just a hair smaller. This one's about 4 inches on the side. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Great for your dressing table if you have it, your nightstand. You can put jewelry in it, little tchotchkes in it. And believe it or not, I used to be able to source these tins pretty easily. They're not getting easy to find at all. So I don't know if more folks are collecting them or they're just not out there. So there's our bid end. Patty, your just in case did come in after the bid end. So Lisa, at your 15, you get first choice. Just let me know. This one we'll call basket, and this one we will call shower. So basket or shower, you can take both, and that would be at $15 each.
She wants the basket.
She wants the basket. All right. So Patty, you get choice at 11. Did you want the April showers? If you pass, that's okay. We'll bring this back in the recap. But Patty, you can have the April showers one at your bid of 11. And I'll watch the comments. And if she passes, we'll bring it back in the recap. Okay. I got you, Patty. No worries. All right, Bill.
$9, Jason. And I brought a box tonight. It's this beautiful wooden box with the inlay in the top of it. And this I didn't intend it. I was using it as a riser in my display for this show. And it looks so good with everything else, especially those framed sepia tone pictures that I had. I decided to offer it. Father's Day is coming up and everybody needs boxes to store things in. It's in very good condition. It does have a little bit of scratching right here on the front, but it is dovetailed, as you can see on the side. Super, super good condition. It is 9 inches long and 4 inches tall, and it's really, really clean on the inside. Very clean, but I love this sort of woodwork on the top. I think it's super pretty. Let me just give you a close-up on the patina on the front. And the hinges have like little cool deco lines, like those little staircases. Really, really pretty. So I see a bid, everyone. Since this is the last round, I'm going to start a countdown now that I've seen one bid. So if anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in. We'd be looking for 10 or more for this gorgeous 9.5 inch long, 3.5 inch tall box. Yeah. We look at every time we go shopping together, we gravitate toward boxes. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Like you were saying, Bill, that's like a very masculine box. Would make a great Father's Day gift.
Did I not complete that thought? I do that sometimes. Yeah. I started it.
Don't ask me. Don't ask me tonight. I don't know. But I was just ending with what I thought you meant to say. So
it's where I was going, and then I went that way. I was going that way, and I went that way. Thank you so much, Chrissy. The box is yours.
All right, guys. In my last round, you're going to get all of these. You're going to get all 3 of them for just $6. When I was shopping with Bill and Amy at the flea market, I bought a stack of vintage Jack and Jill magazines, and I grabbed the 3 that I thought were kind of, well, first of all, ones that were appropriate for this month, and some that kind of went with the garden kind of theme. So they're in overall very good condition. Some of the activities were done on the inside. These are just fun graphics. These are fun to junk journal with, frame maybe the front. So you're going to get all three of these for just $6. So this one is from April of 1961. So this is your April one. So you could use this in your April decor. You got the little duckies here on the inside. Yeah, and the fun part about these is you have the little rhymes, the little stories on the inside, the 3 silly kittens. Then you have some different activities on the inside. Like I said, some of them were done, some weren't. So this one is you have little Lou, the lighthouse keeper. So all sorts of fun activities. I'm sure you guys remember these. And then there you have like the little Jack and Jill in the back. So for $6, this is the first one you're going to get. They all measure about 6.5 by 10. Then you're going to get one with the little wedding bugs on it. So you have the bee there. He is dinging the flower bell. Then you have the little bee bride and groom with the little one in the back. Then you have, I believe that's a beetle. Is it a beetle? A beetle on a mushroom. Now, the only downfall is it does have its original mailing address on the front. But other than that, I mean, it's part of the aesthetic. Now, this one was sort of used, so you can see where this one, they did cut open some of the little flaps in there. And again, you're going to get all 3 of these. And this one is from June of 1958. These sell for sometimes $10 or $12 each. So you're going to get all 3 of these. So that is your second one. And then your third one, there is a small condition issue down there where some of the address label pulled off some of the front, but you have the little lightning bugs, I believe they are, because he maybe, well, I don't know, maybe he is a bee, but I thought they were little lightning bugs or June bugs at night. And this one is your August of 1959.
Did you even see these bug ones when we were there?
I didn't. I was more there'll be more to come, but there was a lot of holiday ones.
So what Jason doesn't know is I was standing across the table from him in another booth, and
Right.
I literally wanted to break his knees, grab them, and run because they're so good. Like he was looking through them, and each one was better than the next, and I didn't even see these ones.
That's fun, Bill. Promote violence for
Knee,
vintage,
just
Bill.
one knee, just one.
That's okay. Just so I limp a little bit.
Yeah.
So here and then here comes the summertime fun. So they're just fun and they're fun to read through. And it seems to be that the kitten's story is an ongoing story. There's one in this one too. So I just want to show you guys some of the fun graphics. Look at the automobiles. Look at those automobiles in there.
Oh, so good. And
how to build a highway, the construction crew. These are just hours and hours of fun. What I love about these is they're great. They're great to be the backdrop of whatever you're going to decorate, or they're even fun to put on your coffee table when somebody comes over, or when we have all the free time in the world, like I know we all do, you can sit there with a nice cup of coffee and leaf through some vintage ephemera. So again, the one with the ducks is from 1961, and then we'll do a countdown in a moment. This one is August of 59. These, no, I'm not going to say they're rare. These late 50s, early 60s ones, you don't see all that often. That's June of 58. So all three of them for one money. Susan is in at 10. We are looking for 11 or more, and let's count them down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. When you guys see me in my next video and I'm limping, you'll know that I had vintage that Bill wanted, and he took a steel bat to my kneecap. So thank you all for the bids. There's the bid end. So with the highest just in cases of Susan of 16, Dusty Moose, you get them for $17. Thank you so much.
Jason, I'm more refined than a steel bat. I'd use a swung vase.
Oh, okay. You're classy. Who were those skaters back in the 90s that happened?
Oh, Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan.
Yes. Oh my God.
It's so funny. I'm obsessed with the Olympics. I watch it every year, when it comes out. And I remember early on when I followed that story.
That was a big to do. That ruled the latter 90s. So that was
so good.
Yeah.
So thanks everyone for joining us tonight. And we have one more activity tonight. We are going to bring back anything that wasn't reclaimed earlier, just to see if anyone who's still here might be interested in it or didn't see it earlier. We have a few things each, I think. And if you're interested in something, we are going to do a quick description of it. We're going to quickly tell you what... Thank you, Karen. We're going to tell you anything we know about it, but mostly tell you what the description is, but we're going to move pretty quickly. So if you are interested, and I typically am not one of the ones who will easily say we have a bad lag, but we do have a bad lag today. Yeah. Normally I'm a little more forgiving, but we have a bad lag today. So if you're interested, get your bid in. If not, we're just going to move along. It's absolutely fine. We'll move on to the next item. If we see a bid come in, we'll start a quick countdown. So if you see someone bidding on something you're interested in, you want to get your bid in as well. And during the recap portion of the sale, Karen Gillette remains our bid ender. The just in case option also remains in effect. And it's as simple as that. But we do like to move it along swiftly. If something doesn't get claimed and you're watching this on the replay, feel free to reach out to us. Just a good case in point, everything that wasn't claimed from me last Friday has been claimed since. So it's very easy to work with us in that way. So I'm going to go ahead and start going over what I have. I have first a couple pixies, and they were $25 each. They are ceramic pixie bud vases. The pink one is sitting on this stump, and I pointed out the paint loss on its red hat and the red paint loss around its little skirt. Really the only condition issues, no chips, no cracks. So if you're interested in the pink pixie, that would be $25. And if you are interested, write pink, because the next pixie, the blue pixie, is also $25. The only condition issue is the same condition issue, some red cold paint loss on the hat. So if you're interested in the blue pixie, that would be $25 as well. I also have Gary Luck's junior high autograph book with a picture of Gary himself on the inside. Mr. Class President, wanted to go to law school. We don't know if he did. Who knows what's going on with Gary? So William's in at 18. I'm going to start a quick countdown. We're looking for 19 or more. 15, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I mean, this is the history of Gary, class president's junior high life. It's just pretty amazing.
Gosh, what if he turned out to be like in the Fortune 500 and then like William gets to sell that back to him for like $50,000?
Do you see what Collector at Heart said? I don't know if that's
He went to law
true
school
or not. Did he really go to law school and he retired a banking lawyer? Oh, that's funny. Or maybe that's not true, but maybe it is. Anyway, it's fun.
I'm sure she researched his name.
Congratulations, William. He went to Rutgers. That's where I teach.
Well, that's in your area.
Yours for 18. Jason, do you want to go and get back to me?
Yes, I will go ahead and do one. So for $25, why a countdown quick claim is one offer? I'm confused. I don't know what's going on, Patty. We just did a countdown tonight. I'm not too sure. So $25. It's the new old stock. It is the fantastic plastic birdcage. You're calling it a birdcage, which it is, but I'm here for the little roses that have the lights that light up in there. It is new old stock. You can see they actually light, which is amazing. So here it is unlit. Again, I gave you a bunch of fun ideas that you could use it for. It is the 1960s. This is like the plastic that's covered in the wire. So it measures just about 6 by 7 inches. It has the original box. So you get the original box. It is made in Hong Kong. And it has all of the pieces that you need to hang it on the wall. But I don't see any interest even in a recap. Do you want to go back and forth, Bill, or do you want me to do another one?
You go ahead. I just have a couple things left.
Okay. So that was made in Hong Kong. For $18, I had my Homeco trios. So if anybody was interested, for $18, I have my little gnome or pixie little fellas. They're all in very good condition. They are marked Homeco Japan on the bottom. They were new old stock, but the box decided that it wanted to disintegrate when I took it apart. So these little fellas are now out of their box. If you're interested in them, just put pixie, $18. They measure just about 4.5 inches tall. So I think they're really fun. They have a really neat, whimsical look to them. And they are technically new old stock. I don't think they've ever been used. So here he's Mr. Attitude. And then you have this one as well. So that was 18. And then for 18, I have my Homeco mice. He's smuggling. These are a little taller. So these are about 4.5. So these are made of bisque and these are made in Hong Kong. He is Mr. Carrot Guy in his overalls. Gosh, I love these. And then you have Mr. Corn Guy who's smuggling some corn there in his pants. And then you have Mr. Cheese Guy. So those are those three. So if you were interested in the Homeco mice, just put mice and they would be $18. You get all three, or pixies, 18, and you get all three pixies. All right, Bill.
Okay, for $16 each, I had the two Czech beautiful vases, pitchers, water pitchers left. The big bellied orange one, $16 if you're interested. Just a little bit of paint loss on the black on the handle, and then the hand painted floral one with some areas of paint loss on the floral areas. Super pretty. And then the last item I had was the framed harbor picture with the lighthouse and all the ships. And this was $9 if anyone is interested. That's all I had, Jason.
All right. And I had one of my makeup tins remaining. I can do $6 on this if anybody's interested. It is the April Showers tin. It would be $6. There is a little crease in little dent here to the side of the lid. still displays beautifully. There is a little wear there. You got Paula in it, and you got two folks in at 9, Bill. Let's get you back over here. Do you want to count them down?
I will. So we're looking for 10 or more. Paula has the high bid right now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
All right. So we have Paula in at 10. And guys, I see you for the 10. Just give me a second here and we'll count that one down real quick. No, wait, that would be, she wasn't bidding. So we got 2 bids.
No, Robin bid on the picture as well.
Oh, did she? Okay. All right. I got you.
So Robin, it's yours for $11. Thank you so much.
All right. And then we'll just get this one done too. Patty wants the small Czech pitcher.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
She wants the small Czech pitcher, and then you got her. So then we'll come back in at Robin here. Robin, you were the first one in at 6 for the April showers. Patty, you came in second, and Dusty, you came in third. So we'll do a quick countdown. If any of you wanted to break it from the 6, you'd have to come in at 7. So we'll count down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We had Robin in. She's the first one in at the 6 for the tin. Patty was second. Dusty was third. So if Dusty or Patty were interested, I see you guys. Thank you so much. So you see Patty's just in case, and I saw Dusty's 8. I see Robin. Thank you guys so much. There is our bid end. So for $14, it's going to Robin. Congratulations. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Let me write that down real quick so I don't mess it up. Thank you guys so much.
So while Jason's doing that, I'll just go ahead and do what we normally do next, which is tell you when you will see us again. And I have actually a week-long break. I will be back next Monday here on Mother Tucker's Monday. And I think is next Monday the first Monday of the month?
I think we have one more.
One more?
I think we have one more, yeah.
So I'll be back here at 8 o'clock next week with Jason. I'm really hoping to get a video out between now and then. I'm crossing my fingers.
Wow. And Bill, I was only joking about that. You do put out a lot of content. I didn't mean that with any backhandedness. God knows it took me a month to put something out between the shop and the live sales, and life, it caught me off a little bit too. So Karen G, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. Kim, thank you so much for being our backup mod and bid ender. Kim, if you could put your links in, let's get some folks over to Shop Vamp, some of your goodies. Karen, if you could please put in Gavin's Grady Gruppo Vintage Recordings, his link. Let's get him some more subscribers. I'm going to go to bed and take a nice long sleep. And then I'm going to get up, do some work. And then Wednesday, I'll be back here at 8 p.m. with my vintage sister, Amy of Enamor Amy, for Fantastic Finds. That is where we bring everything that we deem a fantastic find to offer you guys up for sale. And we turn it over to you. And that's my favorite part, is we get to see what you guys send to us as your fantastic finds. Did Patty Rose? Yes, Dawn. Patty Rose did get the mice. Yes, she did. So, and again, as we're signing off, if anybody's watching this in a replay and you see that there was anything left from our recap, please do what Bill said. Just email us and we will definitely get you invoiced and get it shipped out to you. So we have just a few more weeks left in this is the National Month of Organ Donation. This is the month that they recognize as being the official month of that. Please, if you're not an organ donor, please consider becoming one. It is very easy. All you guys have to do is next time you renew your driver's license, say, yes, I want to become an organ donor. So, and also, guys, as we end out and say goodbye, please think about maybe a random act of kindness. This world is so not like what it used to be. So if you could maybe just make it a happier place, say hello to somebody, open a door for somebody, just a random act of kindness might start a little daisy effect, a little chain effect that could just pass it and make it an even better world that we live in today. So Bill, I'm sure you're going to go get some sleep. I'm going to go get some sleep. Did we even do a sale? Did we do a sale right now?
I have no idea what happened these last 2 hours.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Have a good one. I'll see you back here Wednesday and then with Bill next Monday at 8. Have a